Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Come on, hurry up and show me the next bit. You're a virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Silent night, holy night, shepherds wake at the side. Alright, I'm done now. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Come on, hurry up and show me the next one. You're a virgin mother and child, holy infant.
Turn this music down as well. Big up Hugh in the building. Let me see, where's Saeed? There's Saeed. There's GRIZZ. There's TOBS. There's Matisse. Come on.
What the fuck is this, man? What is this? What is this?
There's the overlay. We're good. We're good.
All you can eat, Chelsea.
Why was that thing still playing?
I'm hungry. All you can eat, Chelsea. I'm hungry.
You've eaten enough, man. You've eaten enough.
What's Saeed listening? Nah, I ain't. I'm still hungry. Feed us, brother.
Saeed,
what are you doing, man? Turn on your lights.
What's he listening to?
Chelsea.
Graham Potter, we want you to stay. We want you to stay.
Graham Potter, we want you to stay.
Chelsea fans, man. This is what it feels like. All you lot that were coming in my chat last season, Matisse including you, the phone calls at half time. I see you. This is what you deserve. Todd Bowley doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He's trying to throw money at it. Look what he gambled with Felix. And what is he getting out of it? 3 games you're missing out of it. You man are done out here. You're closer to the relegation zone. You're West London club. What's going on, Chelsea fans? And you lot deserve it because you've been spoiled all these years. And now it's your time to suffer. Yeah, Matisse? You will suffer. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. Because you, Chelsea fans, have been giving it me all year after year. Now you lot must have pain. Chelsea lights. But look where I'm in the Chelsea lights. And you lot are going to crumble. Crumble.
Is this Monday Night Raw?
All you can eat, Chelsea.
Down. I've been smacked down.
You hungry?
What kind of fucking cage match is this, bro? Where
you hungry? I'm starving, brother.
Listen, everyone, this is all you can eat, Chelsea, man.
All you can eat, Chelsea. People, dig in.
Chelsea.
Dig in.
They can't, man. They're finished.
Hey, someone sent me a screenshot of the money you spent. You lot have actually spent close to 350 million. I cannot believe that. That's got to be the record. That's got to be the record for most amounts spent in the season by one club.
In 6 months, TOBS. In 6 months.
That is absolutely insane. You spent 350 million and you're worse. How is that possible? How is that actually possible?
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
No, all the time, maybe shit. You have to be coming to terms now. You have to become to terms now with the fact that he does not have a fucking clue what he's doing. He's opened up his laptop. He's playing a Football Manager. I want him. It doesn't matter the price. I'll take them all. We'll make it work. I don't care all about these, new directors and new this, new that, what the plans are for the next 6 months. This guy hasn't a rasher as what he's doing. Have you come to terms with that yet?
Matisse? You see Matisse, him and Matisse are being playing career mode every night. He's been exchanging calls. They've been saying
he is actually signing all of the players that I want. Like in the shortlist. Yeah. I'll be scouting the reporter, and then next thing I know, the next day we're interested in him. I signed Felix. He signed Felix. I signed in Cuckoo. He signed in Cuckoo. He signed in everybody that I got on my career mode. I got a little short list. I see the potentials. He even tried to sign the Ronaldo region. I'm telling you, we're cooking, man.
Even people want to know. People probably want to know why we're late, man. this Todd Bowley geezer, man, even tried to buy your time. He tried to buy you. He's trying to buy everything. Everything you see, you buy.
He called me.
That's not how life works.
Give him 5 minutes. Give him 5 minutes. I'll give you a meal. I said, all right, cool. I'll give him 7 minutes.
Hey, his chairman tried to buy him time.
Now, Graham Potter, listen, he deserves time. Graham Potter's doing a wonderful job.
No. I'm not ready to jump in on Graham Potter. No. I'm gonna stick to because I'm gonna look like a hypocrite.
Trust the process. And I agree.
Yeah. Trust the process.
Trust it, man.
Potter's not the problem. Potter's not the problem. I'm gonna stick by that. Matisse, listen. Remember, I said this. Potter's still not the problem. He's not the root cause of the problem. I wasn't even gonna dive in on Chelsea because
Listen.
Liverpool.
These Chelsea fans. Everybody, stick the knife in now. Let's beat them when they're down, man. Because they love to talk online. These Chelsea fans.
The pride of London. That's what they call themselves. The fucking paupers, more like. The fucking paupers. You ain't no pride of no London. Yeah. Stick your Champions League up your ass. Yeah. The Champions League Europe. You never sing that. Is that making you happy right now? Is the Champions League that you won 2 years ago making this pain easier for you? No, it's not.
I'll go to the museum tomorrow and let you know.
Yeah, go to the museum, and I want you to phone me when you're there. Take a video because I don't believe that this guy's going to the museum.
I will, man. I'm gonna go to
You're
the
not
museum.
going to the museum.
I'm gonna take some pictures of it just to make.
You ain't going to no museum tomorrow. Don't bullshit.
I am. I'm going to get João Felix on the back of my shirt. Are you dumb?
Why? He's gonna be gone in like 5 games anyway.
Yo, check this one out. Check this one out.
Do you know what it was? Yeah. Do you know what it was? He spent, if you watch the game, right? Because obviously everybody will want to run their João Felix agenda, but that's fine. It's understandable.
No, we watched the game, brother.
If you watch the game, he was one of the few players with Thiago Silva that was actually playing well. He was actually receiving the ball. Hold on. He was actually receiving the ball, turning, doing something that you'd probably like your attackers to do sometime. He was actually receiving the ball, turning, nutmegging people, setting up chances, created a massive opportunity for Kai Havertz. Yeah, making great runs after doing it to Mason Mount, and he gives it to Kai Havertz. And these guys, instead of passing it to him, instead of playing it in behind, showing some vision, they stinky. Yeehaw! They decide. Mason Mount decides instead of playing the ball through to João Felix, I'm gonna play it behind to Cesar Azpilicueta on the halfway line. João Felix, great little pass there, Mace, go for it. Slap that ball in between the lines. No, we don't do that around here. We're gonna pass it to Azpilicueta. And then Kai Havertz does the same thing. Instead of passing it to Felix, I'm gonna run the ball out of play and fall on the floor and cry. So when you want to start the Felix thing, don't start with them. Don't go to Felix. Because Felix, do you know what Felix did? Felix, he bye. I'm gone. I'm not doing this. No. I've tried.
Yeah, he got sent
I've
off.
Tried.
Nobody's shitting on Felix.
He said, "Bro, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving." He got sent off. You said
you're gonna get. I don't blame him. You said
you're gonna get Felix off, and I said, "Chill out over there. He's not gonna be here long."
Felix did what anybody would do. Felix took himself out of an environment that was toxic. He said, I tried to do my very best to make these attackers look like crap, and they did not want to do anything with the ball. So I got sent off. I said, listen, good luck. Do you know what I'm saying? Because even Sterling started very well in his Chelsea career under Tuchel getting goals. And then he was also, kind of contaminated by this Chelsea disease that we have, this virus. So Felix just took himself away.
Do you know what? 11 million on a loan fee, right? 11 million alone, and he's going to miss 15% of the games that he's eligible for.
I'm getting my shirt regardless.
That's pure Chelsea business, man. That's pure Chelsea business right there. Like, I want to ask serious questions. You lot just want to slaughter and whatever. Yeah, I want to ask some questions, man. I'm here to ask some questions. Like, I hear you lot want to slaughter him, and fair enough, no problem. I know what it feels like, so I'm not gonna chime in on a slaughter. But how is this being allowed? How are they allowed to spend $500 million nearly? Has anyone got any ideas how this is being allowed? They need to be liquid, huh?
They're debt free, innit?
They ain't debt free no more. That lasted 3 months.
So you are getting involved then. You are getting involved.
No. I'm asking questions.
I read that they were making changes to the FFP rule, and as a result, this season the rules have been relaxed, and it comes into effect next season. That's what I've heard anyway.
Nah, the rules were relaxed for
Was it last season?
For 2021 and 21-22. So I think they was taking them 2 years together instead of using it as one because of COVID.
It was just after our court case with UEFA, the FFP rules got relaxed. It was about 2 years ago, yeah.
Listen, man.
Yeah. Allow your relaxation. We get to your relaxing as well, man. You're relaxing.
I was Aspilicueta, Chalobah, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Kepa. Remember the resurgence of Kepa? They were showing us all these shots. Oh, he's top of the league for save percentage. Was an absolute scrub against Man City and was even worse today for their second goal. This guy is cheeks. I tweeted maybe like 8 or 9 months ago. This is the worst signing I've seen in the Premier League. This is the worst signing. Oh no, how can you say that? He's contributed to us winning Champions Leagues. He's contributed to us winning the Club World Cup. This guy is fucking pants. He's pants. And GRIZZ was right. I actually felt sorry for Graham Potter today because what can Graham Potter do as a manager when he's seeing that? When he's seeing Mason
it's a toxic club. No, it's a toxic club. He's not a toxic guy. Potter's a nice guy. He's supposed to be at a pub tonight. He should have been at a pub tonight in the country with his friends, chilling out. Instead, he's part of a toxic club.
So I don't want to hear any Chelsea fan talk about Graham Potter out. Before you say Graham Potter out, look at
no.
Look at the players that are putting on the shirts and putting out the performances. Tonight, Jesus Christ, bro. Even Kovacic, I love. His passing was all over the shop today. Chalobah, an absolute mess today. Mess. They bumsuck him over there. Oh yeah, he's this, he's that.
You know what? We're not gonna let Chelsea fans say Potter out. Yo, so back the process. We're not letting them say Potter out. No.
Yeah. Kai Havertz, 72 million man, ghosting yet again. What a surprise. Oh, he's playing so bad. He plays like this like 75% of the time in the Premier League. He plays like this regularly. You'll take Graham Potter out. Do me a favor.
You're right about
Potter. Are cheeks, man. They're cheeks. Sorry.
Potter seems like a nice guy. But you know what they say about nice guys, though. Nice
they
guys
don't win, innit?
Nice guys
finished last.
David Moyes, man. He came in. Listen, I'm not trying to say comparable the managers, but bro, sometimes when you come into a big club, can you handle personalities? It's not also about managing, you know, guys. And I'm a big fan of Graham Potter. We have to manage personalities. You have to tell them what's going on. You know, you're the manager.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Did you watch the game, Saeed? Did you watch the game?
Hold
on. Did you watch the game? Let's just talk about this game. Did you watch this game? They could not make simple passes. They did not know how to tackle. Every single tackle looked like they tackle with emotion, without any brain cells. They tackle with their feet going into people's knees, going into people's ankles. They're late. Aspilicueta is getting spun by 34 Willian. This is where Potter got it wrong. He should never have played 2 wing-backs that are not wing-backs. The whole point of having wing-backs is that when you build up or chance create on one side, you then have an overload on the opposite side. And we had that many times. Lewis Hall, back post, every single time, couldn't finish, can't shoot. So he's not giving you what a wing-back needs to give you. Aspilicueta on the other side can't come forward, he can't attack. His shot way over the bar. And then you look at your wing-backs and you say, right, if we defend with 5, we're going to be better defensively. How does that work when Aspilicueta is getting spun by 34-year-old Willian cutting inside? Why is Aspilicueta, who's played with Willian for 10 plus whatever years it is, has allowed Willian to cut in on his right foot? Why have you not showed him down the outside? Why have you not showed him to his left foot? He should have left last summer. I said it at the time. I said it on Twitter.
Can you buy Willian? Will Todd Bowley buy Willian now?
Hopefully not. Do you know what I mean?
Buy Willian back.
But that was another emotional contract renewal. He should not be playing. We all know this. He's not good enough. He's finished. And this is what happens when you give a new contract out of emotion. And he was regressing massively last year. And he's been continuing to regress. When you're getting cooked by 34-year-old Willian, who took a holiday in Brazil and got released from Corinthians, you know you're finished. This brother's only playing for Fulham to keep his restaurant with David Luiz. You are finished. It's over.
Let me ask a question, though.
Bro, how did you let Vinicius go?
But what's the persistence in the same players? Why does he keep playing Havertz then? The question, I'm not blaming.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. There's
injuries, bro. There's injuries. You have to
let him finish in it.
Selections with certain players, like You know they're bad. You know they're playing bad. So take them out of the team. That's what I would say.
Shall I tell you why?
Go on.
Because they bought one of the most washed up players of recent times who was bombed out of Arsenal because Arteta knew what time it was.
Oh, Bamian.
And now he's causing a nasty, stinky, toxic behavior in Chelsea. Did you see the man laughing at the end and mixing with him? He didn't even come on. Aubameyang.
What I tell you, GRIZZ, I spoke to you about this at the start of the season.
I know,
You
but
see what I mean?
was wrong. I was
You see
wrong.
what I mean, bro?
I was wrong. Aubameyang.
I'm not talking about Aubameyang because he didn't even play, so I'm leaving it.
Yeah, he didn't play. Come on, GRIZZ. That's a bit low, man. He didn't play. You don't need to bring a Bamian to this, man.
No. You need to bring Aubameyang. You need to bring Aubameyang.
There you go. But then, yeah.
Why? I tell you why. Because that was the attitude of a stinky person, and that's the attitude going through the whole squad right now. So Aubameyang is one of the starts of that. Yeah, man.
I don't agree. I just think he's washed up. I don't think he's causing any sort of toxic attitude. I just think he can't offer anything outside of poaching because he's 33 years old. Nobody told Chelsea to go and buy Aubameyang.
No, he don't run. He didn't run. No, but that's what I'm saying.
He's 33. He's 33.
So what?
But you know what? Do you know where I will defend him?
Nobody asked.
How old is Willian?
Nobody asked.
Hold on. Do you know where I will? Do you know where?
Nobody asked him.
Hold on. Do you know where I will defend him? Even though I didn't want him. Nobody told you to go and buy a striker that is reliant on service again, that can't really do much outside of the penalty area in terms of dribble, hold up the ball, and chance create. So you knew when you purchased Aubameyang, you need to create for him. And what did you just see today? 2 players playing in the attacking 10 positions that can't pass, that don't spot runs. But if you're going to buy a player like that, you have to create chances for them. He's not. Last game against Man City that he played, he didn't have a shot in the first half. Why?
Because they being subbed on.
Yeah, because they don't. GRIZZ. It's like they can't see, bro. I said it on my review. I went to Vision Express to see if I could get laser eye surgery. It turns out I can't get it. Do you know what they said to me? They said something with you this season has just made this eye condition. Your eyes. There's something wrong with your eyes. We can't do the laser eye surgery, bro. There's something, and it's being really recent. Man. Something's happened. I said, what happened, doctor? Chelsea. You've been watching too much Chelsea, bro. You can't get no, bro. They don't have any vision, bro. They don't have any vision. They don't pick their heads up. They don't scan. They don't look around them. They don't spot runs. People are making runs left, right, and center, and these guys are looking at.
Yeah, I see that training video. I see Felix making a couple of runs in training, and he still didn't get the ball even in training. He gave up.
Long.
You saw it today as well, GRIZZ. Did you not see that part? That Felix dubs his 2-man, great bit of skill, makes a run. He's actually made a really good run, and one easy straight pass finds him, and my man passes to the right. So. I'm sorry. Listen, Aubameyang is Aubameyang, but I ain't really trying to hear Aubameyang slander.
No. He's not the reason. No.
No, I'm not saying he's the reason. What I'm saying is, I ain't trying to hear Aubameyang slander when there are a man who are meant to be younger, fresher, hungrier, more talented, more multifaceted, and they're playing week in week out, and they stink just as bad as Aubameyang.
The reason why I mentioned Aubameyang because Saeed said, "Why is he being picked?" Keep being picked. So I said certain players are keep being picked because they got a shit house on the bench who's worse than the players that are being picked, and that's Aubameyang. That's why I dragged Aubameyang in there. Am I right, Matisse?
Yeah, I get you. This is what happens when you bring in players that are.
So he's shit.
This is
so
what
they have to keep playing Havertz.
Recruitment.
They have to keep playing Havertz because Aubameyang.
Because Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Koulibaly should have been Aspilicueta. These players should all be on the bench. Max. They don't deserve to be starting. Their form is awful, but they're playing by default. So it must mean the players behind them are not good enough. They should not be playing. These 4 players and Kova, like you said, Toby, overhitting passes, underhitting passes. The amount of times we gave the ball away today cheaply, I feel like I was watching Man City from Southampton. Cheap, just give away possession, give away.
Did you not buy this flipping this kid?
Well, I don't know. He just shook his head.
I'm staying silent because I know it's coming from me, but I have to disagree with a few things. I don't know why you're all
we got something for you, bro. We got something cooking for you, bro. Don't worry about it.
You shush. Put your phone down and stop ringing me. Put your phone down and stop ringing me. I don't know why you guys are defending Graham Potter so much. I get that he hasn't got his whole overall team, but a good manager shouldn't have to come in and buy a whole new squad for have any expectations. He's not getting anywhere near enough out of these players. A lot of these players we've seen have fantastic seasons. We know that they have been fantastic players. They can't just fall off a cliff. This guy's getting nothing out of them. So I know you guys are saying don't say Graham Potter out, and I wouldn't say Graham Potter out myself, but a huge amount of the blame has to come onto this guy. He's come to the bigger club from the smaller club. It's his time to show that he can deal with big personalities, big club expectations, and he's not shown a single cent of that since he's come into the club. I would definitely be questioning Graham Potter's coaching techniques because he's getting nothing out of these players. Look at the players in the squad. You're seeing Sterling, Cucurella, even Aubameyang, you're seeing Kovacic, Mount. These are all top players on their day. And he's getting nada out of them. You have to ask, what the fuck is Graham Potter doing in Carabao?
My rebuttal to that is, so we have, I think when the opportunity has been there to criticize him because he's done something wrong, we definitely have criticized him on this platform. But specifically for tonight, what do you think that he did that was so wrong? What could he have done differently tonight? Genuinely.
I'm not gonna pick out individual games and say what could he have done differently better there. Clearly, it's
the bigger picture. Okay, fair.
It's the bigger picture. It's the bigger picture. I mean, this isn't the first stinker we've seen from Chelsea since Graham Potter came. What is that? 1 win in 10 games or something? That's not acceptable for the level of quality in that squad, regardless of who's the manager. The level of quality in that squad, let's not deny it. I get there's a good few injuries, but there's still more than enough quality there to be winning a huge bulk of those 9 games they didn't win. I'd be saying that's not good enough. I'd be concerned. So even when you do give him his own players and you do give him exactly what he wants, whenever that happens, what's he going to do with them? Because he hasn't shown much with the players he has right now.
Yeah, but this is why all through the Arteta process, and I'm sorry, we're going to bring up Arteta process, or we can use Jurgen Klopp, and even maybe I don't know about Pep Guardiola's process. Ten Hag, the most recent process. What you do first before you start buying everything willy-nilly. Here we go. You know, like. What's that game? Supermarket sweep? What's that game? That game show? So you just go in there and you put everything in the market. Them ones, yeah. So before you start doing that, you need to go into your club and you need to work out and find out who are your soldiers, who are going to be the people that are going to get you out of this. Then you build from there. They've done the total opposite. So they've bought 350 billion worth pound of players on top of already disgruntled, unhappy, some toxic, some not. Okay, we can't judge. Some bad attitude, whatever, bro. On top of that, so Hughie, imagine what Potter's walking into. He's walking in from the perfect setup. All fucking obedient players that listen to him day in, day out, instructions to the letter of the law, into an absolute circus. On top of 350 billion pound of players that haven't heard of him, probably don't know him, don't know how he operates. The guy's walking into, you know, that advert with a pizza, with the meme with a pizza man who comes man and there's everything's mashed up all over the place, fire everywhere, bro. That's him, bro. Right now, he's the least, I think, of the main issues.
I get what you're saying. I just think that a very good coach will at the very least stabilize a circus. At the very least stabilize. I'm not saying.
Did. Do you remember initially he did the first Matisse? Yo, first 5-6 games he kind of stabilized them to a certain extent, but then everything else, the actual foundations are nothing. It's made of straw, so then it comes crashing down. He tried his best. But he's got, look, I agree. I agree he can do more. I agree.
Let's just call it spade a spade. He
can do more.
Todd Bowley is pulling the strings. Todd Bowley is one pulling the strings. And Graham Potter, I agree with you. Graham Potter's made a dog's dinner out of this already. You already seen that with where he's put certain players. But fundamentally, Graham Potter, I just don't feel like he's in control of this team.
He's not.
Everything that I'm seeing, I don't believe that Graham Potter said, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. I don't believe that to be true. I think that there's someone above Graham Potter who's pulling these strings, and that's what. If I was a Chelsea fan, that's what is concerning to me, because one, we have an owner who is basically just wayward with it, doesn't really have a clue what he's doing, and is just buying, thinking it's going to work. And two, we have a manager who's a good manager, but has never coached at this level before, and it's almost. I feel like it's almost like overawing for Graham Potter, because I don't think he has the backbone or the authority to sort of push back. And when we did see a manager who was much better than Graham Potter push back, he got sacked in Thomas Tuchel. So I do want Chelsea to give this guy time, but generally speaking, now if it continues the way it's going, there's only going to be one outcome here. For
results-based business, man. I think for me, ultimately, listen, I think Graham Potter shouldn't be the sole blame, because, and I know people shouldn't even say he's a puppet, because at the end of the day, he has no say. But I just look at some of the tactics and I'm like, what does his side resemble? I look at the team and I'm thinking, and listen, he's got injuries, I get it, the personnel, rubbish. But I just look at the team, I think, right, make yourself solid. You know, they're conceding goals. Back five, have a bit of solidity, still the same. And I'm just like, change it up a little bit. Not every day back five, not every day this, that. And I'm like, same personnel. That's where I kind of get with Potter. I think, come on, you got to help yourself. Because Todd Bowley ain't going to help you. You got to help yourself out here. So, I don't know. I just think there's big problems. I think it's going to get worse and worse, man. And it's a results-based business. And if Todd Bowley's looking at it thinking, I'm throwing money at it and you're not fixing the problem, well, he's going to be like, well, hold on a minute. I didn't want Felix, so I didn't want that player. What do I do here? So I really feel sorry for him. I know, listen, I bashed him a lot here, but he looks like a man that's broken. He looks like a man that's aged about 10 years. I mean, it's fully grey hair. Even the trims are gone. Where's the trims gone? Before he was flexing, he was going to A-Star Barbers and that. Now, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? He's looking a bit homeless right now. Like, yo, at what point do we, because we absolutely, I think Graham Potter deserves criticism, but we need to continue shining the spotlight on these Chelsea players. We have to, because they keep stinking. They keep stinking.
Are they playing for him? Do you get the feeling that they're playing for him? Because sometimes
it's not even that. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they are paying for him. I think it's too much of a yes man. He's walked into a club with a new owner who clearly has no other intention than being a complete dictator. So Potter's being labelled a yes man because he's being controlled by the man above him. He doesn't have the personality. So how are the players meant to look at Graham Potter and go, yes, we'll play for him. He's authoritative. Yes. He looks like he knows what he's doing, because he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. He looks like he's lost.
The biggest criticism for Potter, because I was a fan. The biggest criticism for Potter is, you idiot. Why did you not know this? Why did you not know that your chairman or your new owner runs totally different from your other one at Brighton? Because he should have known this. And if he didn't, he's an absolute naive donkey. Yeah.
Did he recruit all the players at Brighton?
Who?
Graham Potter.
No, Brighton, they got a really good.
Okay,
they got
so hold on. Let's just pause this. Let's just pause this narrative that's being created. So Brighton have their own recruitment strategy. So Chelsea are trying to build a recruitment team so they can have their own recruitment strategy. So Potter was always a person that sat there with a lot of people that had recruitment around him, and they recruited the players that suited his style, which is exactly what Chelsea are trying to do. So I don't understand this narrative. I don't understand. Hold on. I don't understand this narrative that Potter is.
You've got it wrong.
Sitting there taking it.
You've got it wrong. You've got it wrong.
Who's coming? You've got
it wrong. No, you've got it wrong.
What do you mean?
I need to stop you there because you've got it wrong.
How?
I'm not going to let you carry on if you're wrong.
Go on.
Okay. He's come in. You just said he was at Brighton getting players bought for him. We all agree.
They have a recruitment team, yeah.
They have a recruitment team that he knew of and understood, and knew of the recruitment team and who they're targeting or not. He's come to Chelsea.
We took Brighton's recruitment team. We've literally taken them all. What are you talking about?
Are you saying these are their actions? They've come in.
We've literally taken Brighton's head of recruitment.
It's hardly in
no,
place.
I'm sorry, I'm not having this waffle. No.
How's it waffle? Are you telling me?
No.
Oh
listen,
shit! Are you telling me Felix and Aubameyang are the recruitment teams?
Aubameyang was signed for Thomas Tuchel.
Of course, Brighton. No. Of course, Brighton are not going to sign João Felix. Do you think Brighton can afford João Felix? Brighton's recruitment team has come to Chelsea. If you're thinking the rest of recruitment team, hold on a second. No. Hold on. No.
Your structure's not in place.
1 second.
It's not in place.
Brighton could never afford João Felix.
Your structure's not in place.
Hold on. So obviously, when the recruitment team from Brighton come to Chelsea, they're going to look at a higher echelon of player. No one can sit there and say that João Felix, a technically secure footballer, cannot work under Graham Potter. Of course, Graham Potter can work with João Felix. So that doesn't make any sense, first of all.
Todd Bowley only this week stepped down, yes or no?
Yes, because now he's starting to get people in January. Yes. So it's taken a few months. No, let me explain, because it's my club. He has brought in people over.
I'm happy that you keep saying your club. I like that.
He's brought in people over a few months. Not everybody just came in at the beginning.
Of course not.
Some people from Brighton. Now there's another one from Leipzig. There's another one coming from Southampton.
And you're saying this is settled.
And now he's stepping down. It's not settled, GRIZZ, but it's not.
So that's my point.
He's been in 6 months. He's how many? 6-7 months. Of course,
that's
not settled. Of course, it's going to take time. But you
compared it to Brighton's.
You said Brighton. Yes, Brighton. Well, obviously settled. No, bro, this is insane. Brighton
is very insane.
Brighton have not just come out of nowhere. It took years for Brighton to build what Brighton built. So why are you comparing it to a settled Brighton?
I'm not comparing it. You're comparing it.
Why are you guys comparing a settled Brighton recruitment team that's been there for years and comparing it to 7 months of Chelsea? Come on, man.
Okay, hold on. No one's compared.
It doesn't make any sense.
No one's compared it.
So how are you coming up with the narrative that he
because
is
you're not
yes
listening.
Man? How are you coming up with that narrative? It doesn't make sense.
I explained it, but obviously you was head down at that time, and then you suddenly heard a buzzword and you got up.
No, it's not buzzword. It's not.
It is. I tell you why. I tell you. Okay, so I said the only mistake or the only criticism I've got of Potter is he should have known the situation or halted it.
What do you
mean?
In
terms of don't spend if that's his budget that they've spunked while it's not being structured and settled, that's an error for your club club, Matisse.
Yes, it's definitely.
That's why I'm saying.
Definitely.
Let me finish then. Let me finish, and you'll understand. We've got different points going on. Let me explain my point, and then I'll keep quiet. What I criticized, I said Potter should have had some form of authority saying, if I'm going to go in there, sort out the structure first and then spend my budget. Don't spend the budget whilst you're building a structure and buying willy-nilly. Do you get what I'm saying, guys, now? Because they've spunk £350 million, possibly his budget, we don't know if it is or not, whilst they're restructuring, whilst Todd Bowley is a sporting director. Only this week he sat down and he said, I'm not doing it anymore. And now going forward, hopefully for your sake and for your club's sake, you're going to have a structure and you're going to buy better. But you've already spunk £350 million for Potter when it's not for Potter. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, I get that point. He's obviously spent a lot of money in the first window because of losing Rudiger on a free, Christensen on a free, Lukaku on a loan who needed to leave, Werner. So all of these senior players are leaving. So yes, he's going to replace them, because if he didn't replace them, let's not lie, everybody would have been on this show saying, this guy's broke. This guy's not ambitious. This guy's not replacing the senior players. Don't lie. You all would have sat there and you would have said, why is Todd Bowley not buying any players? Why is he not recruiting anyone? Why is he not replacing seniors? Chelsea are going to be in the mud. So he does it the other way and he tries to show ambition. It's very easy to sit here in hindsight and say, oh, why did Todd Bowley buy Koulibaly? Why did he buy this player, this experience? Well, he tried to keep the level of the squad at least stable. And obviously these players were not meant to have us in 10th. So yes, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed that we've bought all these players before the managers come in, but I'm not going to get angry at someone for trying to bring in established first team players or established players that we thought would at least hold us in a certain regard. Of course. So it's not. I'm not going to do revisionism.
No. You don't have to. You don't have to do revisionism. Like I agree. I thought Koulibaly was going to be a good signing for you, and he hasn't been. But signing Koulibaly is not the reason why Todd Bowley's getting stick. Spending 66 million on Cucurella is the reason why he's getting stick. Spending almost 80 million on Fofana, who is a good player, is why he's getting stick. This is why he's getting stick.
100%.
Signing in January, Badiashile looks a good signing for you. He looks a good signing and plays left centre back. But again, you have to ask yourself the question, right? You sent out Levi Colwill on loan. Maybe he might have done a job for you at left centre back.
I agree.
So you now have Koulibaly who plays left centre back, Badiashile who plays left centre back, Levi Colwill who's coming back into your team who plays left centre back. So and then when you look at João Felix, we spoke on this in the last episode. Yes, of course, Graham Potter could work with a player like João Felix, but João Felix as a profile player was not the player you needed. So when we're seeing these players come in, it's a bit aimless. So there is ample reason and ample justification for people to say that Graham Potter is just going along with it. There's ample. It doesn't mean that he may not be able to work with these players. But when you actually look at Chelsea now, when you looked at Chelsea this window, regardless of how technically sound João Felix is, did you say to yourself, "Oh wow, that's what we need Chelsea right now"? This guy who's not prolific, who's not a bagsman, who's not an out-and-out winger, yes, let's go sign João Felix. Nonsense, absolute nonsense. So don't even try that. Don't even try that. It's
I partly agree with what you're saying.
Todd Bowley is looking at what other clubs are doing. What's best in class? What are Arsenal doing? What are Spurs doing? What's this club doing? Oh, I want a piece of that. So that's the strategy. That has been the majority of the strategy. Yes, granted.
Because
he
doesn't know the game.
Okay, then.
So hold on. So now he's he's bringing in people that know the game.
When GRIZZ is saying that he thinks Graham Potter's a yes man, why can't he say these things?
Because for me, it's too early.
No, because Tuchel was the opposite.
It's too early to say that.
Tuchel didn't let him do that shit, Matisse, and that's why he was bombed out. Hold on. Tuchel didn't stand for that shit. He said, yo, you don't know shit. Stick to the Cowboys and Raiders and shit. Don't talk football to me. Don't teach me football. And he said, okay, get out of here. Potter has come in and has been, yes to everything. Or sat there quietly.
For me,
you can't operate at Chelsea, big man Chelsea. You cannot come from your countryside pub, I should say, and run Chelsea. And
for me, it doesn't make sense. Do it. For me, it doesn't make sense to bring in all of these recruitment experts and then him still call the shots on the transfers. So he may have been calling the shots before, which he was, because he didn't have any recruitment people. But as time goes on, as you can see, he's just stepped down. He's not going to be calling the shots on recruitment. So Potter can't be a yes man to Todd Bowley when Todd Bowley's not even going to be running the transfers, because you've just said that he stepped down. So what's happened here is he was head of the transfers at the beginning because there was no staff. Then Tuchel and him disagreed, they fell out, and then he has started to bring in the recruitment staff along the way, and now the recruitment staff are in, and then that is why you will see signings like Badiashile come in. Who here was chasing Badiashile? Nobody. So it's not all hijacking, and I don't need to tell you guys to not believe everything that you read, because you know half of the journalism is garbage. So let's not sit here and pretend like we don't know that. So for me personally, you can disagree, and you don't have to do it from this point of view because you're a rival. But I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait to judge this ownership over 2.5, 3 years before I jump to any conclusions about who's a yes man, who's leading what, who's doing this, who's doing that, because things are only now just starting to actually be put in place. So you guys can jump to conclusions if you want to. I'm not going to jump to conclusions. It's been a messy start. It's been a messy start. But I'm not going to start jumping to conclusions.
Don't say jump into conclusions, because you saying jump into conclusions makes it sound like we're being ignorant.
What you're doing is you're taking the first 6 months and assuming it's going to be like that for the next year.
We didn't say that. Nobody said it's going to be like this forever. Not once did anyone say it's going to be like this forever. What we're judging is the 6 months we've seen. In the 6 months we've seen you spend 350 million, and we've seen it spent on young players, some players who fit, some players who don't fit. There's no strategy pulling it together. There's no strategy pulling it together, so we're only going off what we've seen. Nobody has sat here and said, "Oh, Todd Bowley's going to be a terrible owner for Chelsea." Nobody said that. But what we're saying is, when we're looking at it right now, we can't really see a strategy. We can't see a strategy. And can you blame us for saying that? Can you actually blame us for saying that?
You said some things you're saying I agree with, like the strategy, because there wasn't a strategy at the beginning. Clearly, some things like saying he's a yes man, I'm not really agreeing with that. So
even if you don't agree,
we'll see what happens.
Even if you don't agree with that, yeah. The bottom line is, it looks like Todd Bowley clearly has a lot of sway in terms of the caliber of signings.
Because he was head of recruitment. Yes, he did have a lot of sway.
Okay, then. So
and now he's not. Now he's not.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, 2 weeks out of the job. Oh, wow, sorry, we're not allowed to say that. What the hell? Anyway, your players. Yeah, before you get onto the super chat.
Brother, it's 38 minutes, man. Jesus Christ.
No. Your players.
Yeah, I'm still talking.
I feel like there's too much talk on Potter. Yeah, you got your injuries, you're right. But I want you to put your neck on Mason Mount. I want you to put your neck on...
I've already cussed him.
No, I want you to cuss them again. I want you to cuss them again and again and again and again.
I know you get off this shit. I know you get off this shit.
These are the same players that let down Thomas Tuchel. And when I was calling out these players, what was I hearing? So I want you to...
What was you hearing? What was you on Twitter?
Put your foot down.
What was you doing on Twitter?
These man. Cuss these man. Bury them.
Bury them. You want me to kill them?
I want you to bury them. Because they play shit and they get away with it.
Toby, this is like you. I'm with my pina colada. You're lucky I don't have my dressing gown on. These players have been stinky all season, bro.
Nah,
Where have
man.
you been? Where have you been, Toby?
Louder, I want to hear it from
Mount
you. I wanna hear
and
it from
Kai
you.
and all of these players have been poor all season. They've only had like handful of games, 3-4 games that you can point to and say, oh, so I don't have the energy to cuss them again. I've been slowly cussing them all season. Just like GRIZZ. When we come to talk about GRIZZ's team, GRIZZ said, just ask me the questions. So I tell you, just ask me the questions. What do you want me to say? These players, we're in 10th, Toby. You expect me to come with some random Harry Potter book speech on these players? We are fucking 10th. They've been shit all season. What I don't need to do is pick out the players that you want me to cuss out the most because you get off on it. Go and wank somewhere else, bro. Listen, the whole collective,
you see how he's spinning
the
it.
whole collective have been shit, bro. So I could talk about Mason, I could talk about Kai, I could talk about Koulibaly, I could talk about Aspilicueta, I could talk about Jorginho, I could talk about Kova, I could talk about
the whole team, man.
I ain't got time. It's 40 minutes. Deep. You want that? Come to my channel. Subscribe, Toby. Come.
I wasn't
watch the content.
We're there, don't worry. We're from Rome, Matisse, you know that. We're from Rome, man. So we're there every minute. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're there, by the way. Matisse's channel.
We're 10th. What do you mean, cuckoo? We're 10th. Cook what?
I don't care. We're there. Box tickets.
Be there no matter what. Man wants me to cook. We are 10th.
It's going to continue.
Man wants me to cook. Are you man hearing this? We are 10th, bro.
Roundabout. Go back to that roundabout, man.
Do you know what, yeah? We're aiming for the 40-point mark. That's what I said today. Genuinely,
silly, man. Come on, don't be silly.
No, Toby, I need 5 more
silly.
wins. No,
Come
I
on.
need 5 more wins, bro. 25 points, I need 5 more wins. I
silly.
need 50.
You're having a laugh.
I need it. I need my 5 wins, bro.
Can't trick me with this mentality.
One win in 8, bro. Relegation form. I need 5 wins. I need my 40 points.
So Toby, are you not deep in how Chelsea are? They're in the mud.
No, they're in hell, but this relegation talk missed me with that, man.
No, I need my 40 points. 100%.
He's trolling. He's trolling.
Obviously trolling.
Get my 40 points. Go get me my 40 points.
It's okay. You got Liverpool next year. You can't mess with it.
Nah, I got Palace, then Liverpool.
Yeah. So we might as well. We're gonna do a prediction for Chelsea because it's been 40 minutes, but it's not over yet. Super chats galore right now. Saved. I got 60 to. I can't get through 60. I'm gonna get through as many as I can.
Chelsea fans are rich, man. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying.
Before I do, I didn't even introduce the show or nothing today. It's all mad. I didn't get the show intro right, nothing. So
that's the intro.
First and foremost, let's big up Matisse because he's gone from a watch along to a post-match review to big six, and then a podcast later. So
you know what?
My brother, you
fight than them Chelsea players. You know what?
You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
No, but you know what, Matisse? You have shown more fight than them Chelsea players. You deserve a pat on the back, Matisse. You're showing more fight. You're coming on here. You're doing a watch along. You're doing a review. Them players out there, go watch Matisse, man. And that's how you defend your club. Defend Matisse. Shame on you, man.
They wish Koulibaly and Aspilicueta defended like Matisse.
You it, man.
They wish.
5 at the back. Forget 5 at the back. You've got Matisse, mate. Matisse at the back, man. Matisse is at the back.
The fact that I can
he's not the warrior you're making him out to be. This guy's the same guy playing FIFA at half time when he's getting carded 3-0 in the Eddie.
I took revenge. I had to take revenge out on the team again, defending the team with my honor.
He's finding solutions.
Let him do the super chats.
Let's analyze what he's done there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know all about that. He's just speaking from experience here, Saeed. You know all about that. Fair enough.
I don't know about you, mate, because you're getting something on Saturday, mate.
And I know a lot of you said Felix was the wrong. I know a lot of you said.
I'm waiting.
I know a lot of you said Felix was the wrong player to buy, but Felix had the most shots on target, the most take-ons, the most fouls, he won the most fouls in 55 minutes. Out of everybody on that pitch, he got sent off and he still did the most. That tells you all you need to know. But I'm sure, I'm not saying he's going to work out because I'm sure we will corrupt him, contaminate him, and make him one of us. So just remember that.
Remember.
Super chat time. Listen, the super chats, there's a lot of them. So Matisse, if there's any you want to answer, keep it short and sweet.
Thank you for the super chats.
All of them, yeah. Thank you.
All of them. No time.
We even have time to reveal all of them. This is going to be a bad one. But yeah.
That's fine. Where is it? Jared says, you can take the boy out of Atletico Madrid, but you can't take the Atletico Madrid out the boy. Matisse in the mud. #nerd lives matter. And he also goes on to say, Felix is a top negotiator, turned a 6-month loan to 5 months into proper business. You know what it is already. Jerome says, I don't want to crap on Chelsea anymore. It's not fun. Just think they are in the mud and Tottenham still don't win trophies. We're going to get onto that. Help, save the bridge, says Ariane. I'll pass that $5.99 on to someone at Chelsea. I might even send a super chat in Matisse's podcast later. Why not? Why not? Chow played 1 hour with Kai and said, F this. I'm not doing this for 3 more games. Cowboy behavior, says Jason.
He said, ciao, Felix.
Ciao, my guy, ciao. Take a look at my profile pic. That's how I feel whenever I watch Cucurella and Shai Havertz. Dead team. Felix got a transfer from Alcatraz to Rikers Island and got put in solitary on the 2nd day. It's peak. It certainly is peak. I know there's a few super chats coming in now, but people, it's all mad right now. Today, I had an exam at school, says Blake. When I was done, I raised my hand and yelled, Chelsea. My teacher smiled and took my paper. She knew I was finished.
Clever.
Good one. LJ says, all banter aside, Chelsea are affecting Matisse's vision. All praise the London Cowboys. Cardi D's Cowboy says, Cardi can't save you, Matisse. And I wanted Felix at Arsenal so bad. Now we got to watch his career fade away. Who the fuck advises the guy? Well, it's only a loan with no option or no obligation. I'm sure he'll be gone somewhere else in the summer, if not Atletico with a new manager. Shameless Turkish says, London was always red. Now all of England will be Arsenal red. Sorry about that. Let me just park off the ones for other clubs to the side. Chelsea not even in the top 4. London clubs, Arsenal, Tottenham, Fulham. Brentford says no am. And quick response says 19 points behind Arsenal and we have a game in hand. Let that sink in. It's oh so quiet at the bridge. It's mad. What's this? FanDuel had the nerve to place Fulham at plus 150. Easiest $200 I've ever made. Ciao Felix, Kepa Howler, big up Antonio and Anthony Robinson. He's a bad boy. Okay. Ethan says, already accepted everything that can go wrong, will go wrong for Chelsea this season. I just feel bad for Felix. It happened so fast and his performance didn't deserve that ending. 3-game suspension now. Yep, he won't be back to the 11th of February, I believe. Save that one for later. Big up our big 6, says JJ. We'll miss you next season, Matisse, post-relegation. Champions League winners laughing at us finishing 8th, eh? Jokes on the official banter club, CFC. Felix played better than Anthony has all season.
Shut up.
Louis Garcia says, this squad and this manager is a total disgrace to this football club and the players and coaching staff not worth shit on my shoe. It's all mad. Shameless Turkish back again. That's one for the Tottenham one. 3-match ban. A lot of laughing. Love for the super chat AA. Amir says, how much does Bowley have left to spend before FFP comes into effect? Oh, who knows? Long may this kind of spending continue. Don't let this Chelsea loss distract you from the fact that Guardiola lost to Nathan Jones. Jones has 100% record against Pep. My manager owns Pep. And Q says, drink up, lads. Stack your plates. Enjoy the buffet. London Cowboys are mudded. 300 million spent and no major honours will be the greatest Premier League failure. Mad. Sorry, that's one for Tottenham. That's one for Tottenham as well. Big up BP. Blue Moon, it's funny watching this nerd in his shell. I remember the chess Matisse had over the last few seasons. Now look at him, reminds me of Saeed under Ole.
We were 10th.
Good times. Louis says, are you lot kidding me? How can a manager be excused after going 1 in 11? 2 truths can coexist. A crap coach, a crap squad. Arteta has polluted your heads. And Jack says, Oba and Teta laughing tonight on the phone, counting money like Montana and Sosa in Scarface. Take them out the team and then play who? We literally don't have any options to bring off the bench. And GRIZZ, stop making stuff up about Aubameyang, says Hamza.
Which get out of here, man. I don't want to thank him.
Aston, hope you're good, my guy. We're about to see how small really Chelsea is. If they have a bad 2 seasons, they'll never fill their stadium again. Plastic fans, 3. Bottom left looks like a broken man.
He might go get a new car park. You never know.
He might have to buy new movement fans. The way this all is going, man.
He's not broken, man. He's with his brothers right now. His brothers are here for him, Aston.
Yeah, man. You could call me, man. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Don't worry. The slander on Kai is excessive. Says Robert. You expect him to be Kane when he's Firmino.
He's not Firmino. He's not Firmino.
He's not. No.
Sick of that rubbish. He's not Firmino. He's not creative. I'm sick of that
I'm
rubbish.
sick of that.
Bro, I'm sick of it. People comparing this guy to Firmino, Ozil. Stop comparing him to these guys. He's nowhere near as creative. Stop it.
But even technically, on anything.
Nowhere near as good as these guys.
Keep Bobby at your name, Robert. Allow it.
The hell?
All right, well,
Allow it. Facts.
He goes on to say, where is your Salah and Mane? Well, that's what Sterling was meant to be, and I know he's out injured.
You understand? Tell him Turkish.
They was no better with Sterling in the team, was they? So
Sterling and Ziyech.
it's all mad. It's all mad. As a 20-year-old Arsenal supporter that grew up in Nigeria, surrounded by Chelsea fans, I waited for this day all my life. 20 years of sports washing.
Oh shit!
Forest. It's all mad. TOBS, Potter has 60% blame tonight. He played 3 at the back when he has no wing backs. That's PE teacher standards. Porter.
Lewis Hall wing back or left back. Sorry.
Say that again.
I thought Lewis Hall could play wing back. No,
He's not a wing back, midfielder.
Oh, he's not even a fullback.
Nope.
No.
Oh my days! All this time I thought he was a left back. That's why. That's the only way he's played for you guys.
He's a midfielder. Yeah, but he's a midfielder.
How mudded must Cucurella be that he can't even start as a left wing back ahead of a CM?
Well, it's not even Cucurella, man. It's who is he at left back?
Cucurella. Someone on Twitter was calling him Cucci Rea.
Wait, no, that Hall is a bad boy. I like him, you know. Matisse, focus on that Hall guy.
No, that's kind of mad from Potter still. I can't even defend.
Well, she was playing his position, but
that Superchats is
I
bang on.
like that Hall. I like that Hall. Keep an eye on that Hall, people.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why is he playing the CM left wing back?
What's the difference, Zachariah and
Cucurella's been not cooking. Been getting cooked. Cucurella's been getting cooked. So
Big up the panel,
man. Damn.
You say? Damn. Pick up the panel. Who's right about Potter? Even if the club is toxic, he needs to show at least something. Nothing so far has his fingerprints on it. Bowley rumored to be moving across town to form the Dagenham Dolphins. Well, he might not be around for long at this rate. I was seeing our fan base say Kovacic is better than Kante. He can't even pass or shoot. Rather finish 17th than let these bum players get another chance. They're not going to get rid of them all in one window. Take this from someone who's seen a team had to be overhauled across three summer windows. So buckle in. He needs time. It's the same as Arsenal were. Dead team that needs over. It's not quite the same because at Arsenal, we weren't saying a year ago that we're going to win the league. Let's not forget.
And you didn't drop 350 million in one window on your squad. Obviously, granted, some of those are academy players, but yeah, the quality in squads night and day.
Nah, night and day, bro.
Yeah. Remember why Tuchel got sacked? Because he didn't want to accept Bowley's way of running the club. They saw Tuchel players and they downed tools on him and now Potter. Well, if he didn't want to accept Bowley's way of running the club, then wouldn't he have left rather than be sacked? That's the question.
It's nice to see you guys defending Tuchel because at the end of his reign, you was calling him Tuchel ban, and you were saying that Tuchel he's so shit he can't coach an attack. Tuchel, you're such a shit manager. Don't compare him to top managers. Tuchel can't do this. Tuchel can't do that. And now I find it so funny as a Tuchel defender that all of you are coming here now to defend Tuchel today. Huh? What's going on? Huh? Now you want to defend Tuchel. When I was here defending Tuchel every fucking week, everybody was like, oh, he's shit. He can't coach an attack. Oh,
don't say everybody.
Do this, do that. Now, yeah, not you, Tobes. Now everybody's got his Tuchel praise. Now get out of here, man. Man, a bunch of flip-flops. Get the fuck out of here. No more Tuchel fucking praise. Shut up about Tuchel. Keep Tuchel's name out your motherfucking mouth. I don't want to hear it. No more Tuchel. Unless you're Toby, I don't want to hear no more Tuchel.
I was the one that told you.
I don't want to hear it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose my head. I don't want to hear it. Especially from you, Saeed. You shameless brother. Shameless.
Bro, I said
Don't talk about Tuchel. You leave this shit. Don't talk about it.
You leave this shit.
Shut up.
I'm here, man. I told you.
Shut up.
I've got the tickets,
I don't want to hear it.
Bro, you can't just take my season ticket away. I've got front row tickets.
No, don't want to hear it.
Don't want
to hear it.
So unless you block me, then I'm here.
Nah.
So,
Nah.
As GRIZZ says, calma.
No, not today. Not today.
Not
Well,
today.
we don't care. We
Energy
We
today, yeah?
don't care. Yeah, life's different now.
Why always me says, remember why? Too cool.
You done this one. You done this one.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't it?
Yeah, you done this one.
GRIZZ, Potter has a say in our long-term transfers like Fofana and Santos, but we also need panic signings in certain positions like right back and left wing, where Potter needs to get what he can for short term.
No problem. Sensible super chat. Appreciate that, brother.
Cal Felix, next few weeks off, going to go see sights of London and spend his wages. Big up you guys, great content. And he's going for a United 3-1 win versus City. Confidence. Are we going to ignore how Bowley gave Tuchel all the power in the summer and he picked players like Sterling, Oba and Koulibaly? It's easy to blame Bowley. We're not allowed to talk about Tuchel on the show anymore, apparently, so let's not question those decisions. Why didn't Bowley get his people in place first, then spend the money? Well, I don't know if Matisse wants to answer that, but yeah, we moved.
I've already answered it. We lost about 5, 6, 7, 8 senior players. So
Usman says, need to put some respect on Fulham too. Marco Silva doing his thing. Why is bottom left still part of this show? Chelsea aren't even top 4 in London. Peak. Brandon, Matisse said Bowley don't know ball. As a businessman, he could have assembled a serious recruitment team to help Potter for peanuts in comparison to what he has spent. This is the beginning of the end for Chelsea. And Mr. Jackson says it ain't Potter's fault. Even Zhao saw this mess and chose to wait until Reece James comes back. We're a joke of a club, but we rely on injury James. I don't think Reece James is coming to save this, I'll be honest with you, but good luck. Felix has a max of 21 guaranteed games left for the rest of the season. He's now going to miss 14% with that red card. 11 million, what a joke. Todd Beeble. I think that's what GRIZZ said earlier. Pope has a weird fetish with hearing Matisse talk dirty about our Chelsea players. Focus on your dead club.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Nah.
Tonight's not the night to try and rattle toes, I'll be honest. He's enjoying life right now. Too many men says, great show as always, lads. Bit feisty tonight with the Chelsea fist pumps, but let's not forget about City. Hughie not being let off easy with their supposed quad run.
Stupid super chat. I never once said we're going to quad. I said last show, no quad. Watch the last show.
All right. Alisu says Chelsea need to figure out their philosophy in the championship next season. And last one I've got here. Apologies if I've missed any. I'm going to try to go back and see. I'll save them for later. Matisse, just when you thought things were going bad, then you realize that you still have Lukaku as your player. Oh, yeah. Even I forgot about it. I get back here. It's prediction now, Matisse. It's time to look forward, not back anymore. Come on. Crystal Palace this weekend.
Why did we predict? Why did I predict Chelsea to win? No one predicted it a Fulham win, you know. I just checked the report.
No one.
What are we doing? I am not predicting no more Chelsea wins. That's it.
Okay.
No mas.
No mas.
We don't know ball, man. Yeah, we read that wrong, man. We read that wrong. I'm very disappointed in all of you, though.
Listen, talk to yourself.
I put 2-2, so
Yeah. You was closest.
Only Cams, yeah. Big up Cams. Cams only called.
Cams did, yeah.
By the way, he gave me the 3 points, Turkish soul.
Yeah, but we know when it casual fan and that, man. He changes his mind.
He's saying he's trying to claim the 3 points.
So we
What?
You know, 3 points is to me. So yeah, you guys.
What?
Cool.
What?
Himself.
He's trying to claim the free. Get out of here. Get out of here.
What's your prediction, man? It's time to end this fucking.
Yeah. Come on. I want to hear Matisse talk football, man, because I like his takes, man. Fuck Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
We playing?
I'm going to give you another chance.
You heard what I said. Fuck the Chelsea.
Can I put a song on for you, Matisse? Chelsea.
Huh? Yeah, man. This is the one. I'm telling you. 7th time lucky.
Who do you play, by the way?
Crystal Palace.
Home or away?
Home.
Oh, like
it doesn't matter. Don't worry about that part. It doesn't matter.
Light work.
Doesn't matter, man.
Nah, I'm gonna change my mind actually, but yeah, go on.
All right, I'm going with my boy Matisse. 2-1 Chelsea. Fuck it. You.
2-1 Chelsea.
What were you saying? We're all supporting Matisse, yeah? 2-1. Saeed.
Yeah, just because Palace are even worse. Like, I don't even want to do that. I'm gonna go with 2-1 Chelsea. I don't even know how, but I'm doing it.
2-1. GRIZZ.
2-0 Chelsea.
What, clean sheet, yeah?
Oh.
You've gone one better.
My guy Potter's gonna fix it up, man.
2-0 Chelsea. Yeah, Palace stink right now.
Palace awful, man.
Yeah, but it's not smelling rosy
We,
over.
we got the Febreze, man. Trust me. We spray that shit around. It'll be good. Watch, man.
Cool. That's all the predictions in. Listen, we've just touched an hour, people. First things first, before we move on, support the man. Them, like I said, Matisse is going. Are you doing your podcast live after this, Matisse?
No, it's Patreon. It's private.
Oh shit!
Recording.
Well, there you go. Go support Matisse's Patreon as well. If you want to go see some more pain and some more anguish and all that.
No pain, no gain.
He's doing it real soon over there. So yeah, make sure you don't miss out. But also support HUGH, Saeed, GRIZZ, TOBS. All channel links in the description below. THUGGERY too, the official channel. Listen, Big 6 Extra last night. It was mad. Big up KG, big up Drifty for slotting in, but KG, it was a top debut for him. Top debut. So if you haven't watched it already, on the official channel, we've got Big 6 Extra once a week, once every 2 weeks, as much as we can fit it in. Tonight's show is actually a three-peat. We went live Tuesday, Extra last night, and then tonight we're back again. So make sure you show some love over there. And if you haven't subscribed here, subscribe here because there's 9.7K in the building. So I'm sure a few of you are just enjoying without clicking the like button and clicking the subscribe button and putting the notification bell on. So make sure you do that. I see a couple more super chats. Listen, I'm going to save them to the side now. We're an hour in. We haven't even moved on. There's 2 massive derbies this weekend. City got knocked out the League Cup. We've got to talk. We've still got to talk about things. Where do we move on to now? Obviously, the North London derby is the biggest one this weekend. But Manchester derby is big in itself. The first kickoff of the weekend. And Man City. HUGH, let's go over to you because Man City just got knocked out the League Cup and Southampton 2-0. Yeah. I don't know what you make.
Yeah. Embarrassing. It was. I've labeled it the worst performance I've seen under Pep Guardiola. I genuinely mean that. I think it's the worst collective performance under Pep Guardiola. And it's been kind of a consistent theme this season. You know, you play well one week and you're poor the next week. Everything went wrong. It's not as even if we played well and we just weren't scoring our chances and we were getting close. We were dominated. We were dominated by bottom of the league Southampton, and it was absolutely embarrassing. And unfortunately, a lot of the blame has to fall on Pep Guardiola for this. I know some City fans think he's above criticism. I don't believe that. As Toby likes to say, I call a spade a spade. I analyze what I see. A lot of what went wrong last night has to come down to Pep Guardiola. His selection has been bizarre at times. Putting Kyle Walker in centre half last night when you have Akanji and Ake both on the bench, he looked off. 2 inverting fullbacks. That's Sergio Gomez kid. He has to go. Send him to Melbourne. Send him to Girona. He's simply not good enough. I don't care. Get him out. He's not good enough. We need an actual left back who can defend. Cancelo last night at right back, brutal. Everybody just brutal. I felt bad for Alvarez up front. He was running, and he was getting absolutely nothing. It was just an absolute embarrassment. And it's concerning. It's concerning. The comments that came from players and the manager after the game were a bit strange and unusual. Gundogan saying he's not sure if the hunger is the same as it has been in years. Even if that's true, don't say it publicly. Please don't. I don't want to hear it. That's not what I want to hear, that the hunger's not the same. And he's saying he hopes it's the kick up the arse we need. I hope so too. And Pep's right in what he said. If we play like that at Old Trafford on Wednesday, I think it could be a long day. But I don't think we will play like that on Old Trafford on Wednesday. I'm taking it on the chin. It feels a little bit like a transition season, even though I know it's not. It shouldn't be a transition season. It feels like he's trying out so many things, and so many things aren't working. He's trying to find what works, but there's no time for transition season with the players you have in the squad. You have to be challenging. We shouldn't be getting dominated and beaten by teams like Everton, Brentford, and Southampton. That's simply not good enough. So it's frustrating. The inconsistency this season is staggering, and it's what's letting us down. I just hope we can get our shit together for Old Trafford on Sunday. I won't go into the preview of that just yet, I don't think. But listen, in terms of last night, embarrassing. Genuinely just the worst I've seen under Pep Guardiola. That's as much as I can say. Everybody, crap. And I don't appreciate you ringing me bottom left. Don't do that again.
Hey, the fuck? I just wanted to talk. You told me to fuck off. You just hung up the phone. The hell?
Oh my god. Should we move on?
Sorry, go on. What are you saying?
No, I was going to say, should we move it to the Manchester derby straight away? Or does anyone want to touch in on that League Cup result? Or mix it
Yeah,
all
look.
That one deserved it.
There was. I didn't hear it from Hughie's mouth, but there was some City fans. There was some City fans. I could just end that sentence there. But yeah, no, there were some City fans that were talking quad. Oh, you know, it's not easy. I'm just saying, innit? And
I shut that down last show. I shut that down last show.
No, I said
not happening.
I said some City fans. I defended you that Hughie didn't say this. Hughie's, you know what I mean? Hughie knows what time it is. But it ain't easy. But I found that performance arrogant. Like I've been calling Liverpool's some Liverpool performances arrogant this season. Did you find it arrogant from a lot of the players, Hughie, and possibly from Pep? Because the whole changing fullbacks, centre backs, sometimes playing Rodri centre back. He didn't even play him this time. He played Calvin Phillips. I mean, I found it arrogant, and I just want to ask you about Calvin Phillips' performance. Like, it's so easy to buy 60-man plan players and just play them as squad members here and there, but that was quite a shocking performance for someone who's had enough time at that club to know what it's about and playing Southampton. Like, I found it a shocking performance from Calvin Phillips.
To answer your first question, yeah, I think there was a huge amount of complacency involved. I think we were arrogant in the way we went down and set up and the way we played. I think we completely disregarded the fact that these bottom of the table teams, when they're in competition, the pressure's off. They can play how they want. They're not expected to win. They had a game plan. They set out and they stuck to it and it worked. In terms of Calvin Phillips, he's probably one of the players I'd give least amount of stick to based on last night's performance. I looked at the statistics after the game. He didn't play well by any means. I'm not trying to say, listen, he looked great. He didn't. I know he had a 90% passing accuracy. He was just a bit slow, a bit sluggish. And as far as I'm concerned right now, I'm happy to put it down to fitness issues. I know it wasn't good enough. I know that Rodri offers us a lot more, but Rodri's a part of this team a lot longer and Rodri's fully fit. I'm putting it down to fitness issues. But I did also say in my review that if he does want a future at this club long term and he does want to challenge Rodri, it has to be a lot better than it was last night. So that's all I'll say on Calvin.
And very quickly
that's his first start for the club.
And then someone probably on the other side of the spectrum, very quickly, Cancelo. Like if that's certain fullback from Liverpool. Say again?
Your boy Trent's not stick. And I don't think he should. But Cancelo does need to get a lot of stick because this guy defending is a bit needy.
It's quite shambolic, man.
Shambolic. Yeah. And I'm not going to defend Liverpool, but if Trent was doing that, then it'd be a whole show on it. So
I said this before in the show.
Or whoever.
I don't know what you want me to say. I defended Cancelo before the World Cup because I don't think he was playing badly before the World Cup. I knew there was always sort of question marks over his defensive ability. I never said he was the best defensive fullback. I thought he was fantastic going forward.
At one stage, I think once you said don't compare him to Trent. I think once you got carried away, don't compare him to Trent. Yeah, don't compare him to Trent. I think we can compare him to Trent now.
I still don't think he is as bad as Trent was when he was going through his worst period defensively. I think he's been poor since the return of the World Cup. He's definitely been really poor since the return of the World Cup, and he's not offering us enough going forward anymore either, which is why he's getting the stick he deserves. He's not offering us what he's best at, and there's still the defensive issues too. I mean, for the second goal last night, amazing goal, and Stefan Ortega, what on earth are you doing on your penalty spot? I don't know what he's thinking there. But if you watch the build up to the goal, Cancelo's a massive reason as to why they get into that position in the first place. He steps forward for some reason. It's almost like he doesn't know where he is when he's defending at times. The ball comes to him, he steps forward and allows the man to get the ball bizarrely. He doesn't stand up, he doesn't square up. So there definitely is issues with Cancelo right now, but we just have to hope he comes good because I'm not sure who else you play at left back on Saturday. There's Nathan Ake, but I still think you have to play Cancelo. You just have to hope that he comes good.
But anyway, listen, by the way, Hughie, I just want to let you know the match derby is actually on Saturday, so I don't want you missing your flight. Confirm that with you. Don't miss your flight because I want to see you. I want to see your tears on Saturday. So please, Hughie, Do not miss that flight.
Listen, you for 1 second. Be very fucking careful. You lose the Carabao Cup game, and you're telling me not to miss flights. I heard your talk before the 6-3. You talk the butcher's gonna chop Haaland. This is the best United have looked in years, and you held 6, not 1, not 2, 6. You be very careful. You've done this too often, Saeed. You've done this too often.
Ten Hag's learned his lessons. You gave Ten Hag a football lesson, and he's written his notes down now, yeah? And we're ready for you on Saturday, Hugh.
So bring your homework Saturday and show it against the big boys, not Bournemouth, not Fulham. Do it against the big boys.
You best beat
Do it against the champions. You've had a good run. Here's your test. Show us what you're made of.
With you lot. We wipe the floor with you. Away from home, I think you've already scored about 3 or 4 goals away from home. We're coming, we're ready, we're on form, and Rashford is ready. Casemiro wasn't playing last time. We let you know last time. Casemiro wasn't playing in that middle of the park. You've got now.
He came on and you held 2. He came on for 20 minutes and you held 2. He couldn't even steady it on.
Rodri, sit down. He's going to tell Rodri, sit down, because I'm here. Casemiro.
Listen, mate, you gave me this exact same speech last time. United are on form. We're playing great. The butcher walked off at half-time with tears in his eyes. Varane faked an injury because he said, I don't want to be part of this. Be very careful, Saeed. You fall into this trap too often. Your club builds you up and lets you down. I'm going to let him talk. Skullduggery, hit record.
Do you know what I love? The difference, right? Cams comes in here, 1 game at a time. Just one game at a time, guys. 1 game.
Man.
And Saeed's like, United. You know what I'm saying? It's brilliant.
Ten Hag's going to give Guardiola a lesson. You held 6 3 months ago.
You will see. Because he's talking his.
This is chess, man. I told you, this is front line shit, man. I'm here for front line.
He's got the message, Grizz.
No.
I'm here for front line, man. This is warrior shit, man.
This is my style. I don't care if I get clipped. I really don't. I don't care.
So all them Man United fans in the chat that were doing this, are you gonna put those little emojis in?
Okay, I'm talking about this game here. I'm talking about this game. And we're winning. I am so confident Man United are gonna win on Saturday. I swear to you, I'm so confident. I look at where we're playing right now. We're on form. We're playing as a unit.
King shit. This is king shit.
They
could be shit, but this is king shit.
I knew he would pop up. Order.
Listen,
yo.
There's cracks forming at Man City. There's cracks. I think for me, we're gonna pounce in on Saturday. We are definitely gonna pounce. And we're playing the better style. We've got a more coherent team. We're playing the better football. I think United have got the bits right now. We're going to do Man City on Saturday. And Hughie, I just don't feel the energy. I think you're saying it for the sake. You're just saying, Haaland will step up. This and that. Pep Guardiola's got a master plan. You don't believe in it. You don't believe in it, Hughie.
I do believe in it, man. We beat you 4 in the last 5 derbies. What's not to believe? What's not to believe? Saeed, you've done this so many times, mate. You always do this to yourself. You do this to yourself.
Hughie, don't be that guy that looks at the past. Focus on the present, man, bro. Focus on the present. And when you come down here, listen, you have to give me your word. You have to give me your word, Hugh. After the game, you have to come and meet me. And likewise as well. You come back.
I'll shake on it. You better not disappear. You better not do a runner either.
I'm there.
I have to catch my train. Sorry about that. Well done on the 3-1. None of that. Be very careful.
I'm around the corner, me. But listen. I will be there, and you must be there, and people.
I'll be there.
Mad game. It's going to be.
I think you're underestimating the team that put 6 on you, the champions of England, 4 in the last 5. You're completely underestimating us. We had a bad loss to Southampton. We haven't fallen off. We're not going anywhere. We know how to beat you. We've made a fool out of you 4 of the last 5 times. Training session in Old Trafford. You're the original training session providers. You're the original. We brought the cones and the bigs.
We had a month off. We had no game to prepare for that game. We got straight into it. Not making excuses. Now we're more prepared. We're gonna out-tactically do you. I think we've got Casemiro's in.
I tell you what, mate, you're not going to out-tactically do us. You are not going to act.
I don't disrespect Man City players. I don't. I know what you're capable of. I know Haaland's a beast. I know Bernardo Silva performs in a derby. Good one. You've got the quality. But I believe in my team, man. I believe in Ten Hag.
I believe in my team. I think you're just underestimating us massively. You're massively underestimating the champions right now. And that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Disrespectful, mate. Listen, I don't care. I don't care about this. Listen, I don't care about Man City. This is a derby, mate, about respect. And you're mad.
You just said I respect the players and I respect what we can do.
Listen,
What is it? You respect or you don't respect?
Selectively, okay, but as a club, listen, I don't care. I respect certain players, but as a team, I don't care, mate, because we're coming to the derby and we're having you. You know that, Hugh? We're having you, man. So
I love it. Yeah. Keep talking.
Yeah?
Keep telling me. Yeah,
ready?
keep telling me.
Say no more then. I'll see you Saturday.
And
Derby day.
cut. Nice one. Well done.
It's a hand cut.
This guy, man. He does this to himself. He can't help himself. When the stage gets a bit big, he's like, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
I know.
We all know. On Derby Day, I will always have my chest out. Derby Day, form goes out the window. Derby Day, it's about having pride. So any United fans in the chat, not feeling confident, listen, have some pride, man. It's Derby Day. It's Manchester.
All this good form you've had. You're talking about good form. It means nothing because all those players in your squad know we had a good run of form leading up to the last derby and we held 6. They know there's a bit of doubt in their head going into this one. That big Norwegian fucker up top put 3 past us. The butcher walked off in tears. Varane faked an injury. They've got flashbacks, PTSD.
Mark said we learned our lessons. He written the notes down.
You never learn your lessons. That's your problem.
Guardiola learned. He said, Ten Hag said, we've learned our lesson. Thank you for the lesson. So it won't happen again.
Saeed, any worries that there'll be another Haaland masterclass or?
No, I think you know what. Defensively, I'm very confident. That's what I'm saying.
That's a great clip.
Okay. Do you think?
No, I'm just asking questions. That's what I'm asking.
Listen, I'm answering. I'm not giving politically correct answers. I'm giving you answers.
Turkish is thinking ahead, man. Turkish is thinking of what Monday's show could look like. Do you think Haaland? Are you afraid of a Haaland masterclass? No. Defensively, we're grand. Well done, host.
Nah, Saeed, you know you're my brother. I wouldn't do you like that, my guy.
Well, yeah, and you're my brother, but you can still do what you want. You know?
Say nothing. Manchester derby. I think it's a bit too. Have we had enough conversation about GRIZZ, TOBS, MATISSE? You haven't really mentioned anything.
I'm looking forward to it.
Same.
I'm looking forward to it. It's got no pressure on us. Yeah, normally I would be praying for Man United. The only time ever in the history of football that I'll be praying for Man United to win normal situations. But this time round, we're in the mud. So I'm just going to kick back and watch this game. You know what I mean? No dog in the fight. But I think it's interesting. Obviously, Man City going to come back hard. After their last couple of performances, they haven't been playing well at all, and Hugh has admitted that. But we know they've turned up for derbies, man, recently. So, I mean, is it 4 out of 5 you've won, you said?
4 out of 5.
Yeah, so they turn up. But they're turning up at Man United, who are probably the form team, man. One of the form teams. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Listen, I want United to be honest, I want to draw, but
yeah,
I want a team to win. It's going to have to be United, considering where we are in the league. I'm sure.
Shit, life is different.
I'm with you, Saeed, man. I'm with you, Saeed, man. Trust me. Tob, you was about to say something.
No, I was agreeing with GRIZZ. I'm looking forward to the game, man. When you look at the record, the Manchester derby record, it's mad. Like, it's not too. It's not like overwhelming on Man City side. Obviously, Man City are on paper the best team in the league on paper, not in reality. When you look at the squad and the manager, but when you actually look at their recent history head to head, it's nearly even. It's nearly even, and we've seen worse Man United sides take points off Man City at Old Trafford. So I wouldn't even be shocked. Genuinely would not be shocked if Man United win that game. But like GRIZZ said, there's got to be a reaction with Man City, right? They've not really looked too good since the return of the World Cup, with exception of the Chelsea Cup game. I think outside of that game, they've looked, they've just not.
Game. The Carabao game against Liverpool, we were excellent.
Oh, sorry, Carabao. I forgot about that game. Yeah, the cup games aside from Southampton, they've just not looked. They've not looked the same. I've not been impressed by any of the league performances. So there's got to be a reaction, right? There has to be a reaction. These are the reigning champs, so something's got to give.
Matisse, have you recovered?
No, generally not. No.
That's a genuinely not now.
These games, I'm just a neutral. They don't concern me. You know, I have nothing to involve myself with these derbies. So I wish you all the best of luck on your endeavors. Do you know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with me, man. I'm on a different fight, a different mission. So, you taking predictions, Turkish?
Not yet. Super chats then predictions. So let me do the super chats then. Aiden says United fans getting their chest from Dr. Miami. They're going to get humbled like Kendrick Lamar. Boogeyman in the building. It's do or die this Saturday. Saeed, we support you. Get that chest out. Tell them if we lose, we take the L together. This ain't Ole. Ten Hag. Revenge is coming.
Come on, my bro.
Brooke says, City guy talking about history is shameless. United are in great form. Rashford on fire. OT on fire. Let's go. A lot of confidence. Gundogan said the hunger isn't there as much this season, but if there's no hunger in a Manc derby, it's unacceptable. 100% he would agree with that. Nick said even United fans who try to agree with Cams can't help themselves and put up multiple fingers. Well, one game at a time. United will beat City, says Panache, Palace and City. Wait, United will beat City, Palace and City, and they'll be in the conversation. United will beat City, Palace, and I think you mean Arsenal, and they'll be in the conversation. When will we have a conversation about KDB's form, Odegaard and Bruno? I like how you snuck Bruno next to Odegaard. I like how you did that.
Odegaard's on his own.
Smoky saying it would be nice for you guys to sometimes reminisce on former players that were great and the way football's changed. It'd be nice to talk about some greats. More content for the official channel. I think Stoppage Time did that recently as well. Big up Cams, Burad and Mayo as well. So check them out as well, people. Blue Moon says we was poor in this game regarding Southampton. It wasn't Pep's fault though. We had 0 shots on target. But on Saturday we'll take it out on them from Greater Manchester. Erling hat-trick. There you go.
Listen, by the way, Blue Moon, can you confirm are you coming to the game? Because this guy's stalking me everywhere, saying he's seeing me in Moss Side and everywhere. I want to see you at the game, mate. So if because I need to know where you are, man. Because you keep following me around, saying you see me everywhere. So I want to see you at Old Trafford. Are you at the game? Confirm to me in the chat.
Is this that old Kevin Campbell brother?
Sounds like you're a bit paranoid, Saeed. Sounds like you're a bit paranoid, man.
He claims that stadium. Maybe it's a green screen. I don't know. So he needs to confirm it's actually a City fan first.
I said maybe it's a green screen. Cool guy says, big up the panel. It was a poor performance from City and I never want to see such a game again. If we play like this for the next 2 games along with Pep's experiments, congrats Arsenal. You'll win the Premier League. HW, I want to see the same energy for Cancelo as everyone gives Trent. Even worse defender than Trent, but rinses a Trivella to cover his game up. And I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just have a quick look up. Actually, one more here earlier on. United, the worst club when it comes to sales in the league. Pereira for 10 million, Pogba leaving for 3 twice. That one came in during the Chelsea conversation, hence why the talk is about transfers. Home team, Man United. Is it Man United?
Yeah. Old Trafford,
Yeah. Go on.
2-1
United.
Yeah.
Let me just get that in there. GRIZZ.
1-1.
1-1. TOBS.
Fuck. I'm gonna go 2-2.
2-2. Matisse.
1-1.
3-1 City. You.
3-1 City. We're gonna humble these now. This guy needs a serious. We're not losing. I'm telling you, we're not losing this game. I promise you, we're not losing this game.
I feel like
we're gonna turn up. He's gonna go back to basics. He's gonna do what works, and we're gonna humble you. We're gonna turn up with. You're talking about pride in derbies. We have pride. We've shown it 4 in the last 5. We're gonna beat you.
I feel like you're just telling yourself that. I don't know if you believe it. Yeah.
I have the evidence to back it.
Oh. So what we got there? Couple City wins, 1 United win. No, couple City wins, 1 United win, and 3 draws predicted by the panel. Remember, people, social media channels at the Big Six Show, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Keep up to date with the prediction league table, the predictions, and everything else that we're doing over on the socials. And obviously, you can keep up to date with Big Six Extra and all the plans for the official channel. Super Chat's done, predictions done. Let's move it to the North London derby. 1 hour 25 minutes in. I haven't even bigged up Manscaped yet, but make sure you show them some love, people. 20% off, TV620 is the code. Use the link in the description, it'll automatically apply it. If it doesn't, make sure you check it during the checkout process and put the code in yourself. Skull Thuggery in the building as well. Tobes, home team, but I don't get that same feeling from you this season that I have in the past couple of years on the Big Six.
You know exactly. You've come accustomed to it. When it comes to this fixture, I'm always like all guns blazing, chest out. But this one, I can't lie, my confidence is knocked a little bit. And you can't really blame me because our team's just not really giving us anything to feed on, right? But it's a North London derby, man. And provided Bentancur and Kulusevski are fit and can start, yeah, man. I'm gonna obviously have to back us to try and kickstart our season again, right? So
what's the likelihood? I think Kulusevski is going to be fit.
Kulusevski's back in training, yeah. So most likely he's going to start. I just don't know about Bentancur yet, so I guess we'll find out some more detail tomorrow. But I really need him to play. So, but yeah, at home, listen, people can talk on Spurs. I know we've been quite poor in a lot of games, etc., and I know our big game record is quite appalling this season. But at the same time, you're coming to our ground. This is a ground you've won once in like the last 12, 13 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were a new ground, but yeah.
Nah, yeah. Even at our new ground, you've not won at all. Like you've lost every game. So no matter how poor we can be, this is not a normal fixture. And if there's anyone that's
the first time in those not 12 years, but let's say, isn't this the first time in the last 5-6 years that we're going into the game as the better team?
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah,
it's probably I would say that, to be fair. But listen, I've gone to Spurs games where you've been a better team and you've come to our ground and you've been humbled and you've lost. So I'm not really going to let that deter me. I was there when Harry Kane played his first ever North London derby at home, and I remember you lot. I think you went on like a 7-game win streak after that game, and you had won like 2 and 3. I think you beat Man City away, and spirits are high. I remember your fans coming to our ground.
What was that? The Cazorla Coquelin era?
Cazorla was playing CM.
Yeah.
Ozil played. I can't remember who else played, but yeah, like you lost that game 2-1 and you were winning. So I'm gonna back the home team, man. I'm gonna back us at home every day of the week.
No predictions yet. So from my perspective, listen,
if those players,
I'm always nervous going into this game, especially recent times, because that Tottenham ground is away to Tottenham in general. Because even when they're playing away from their ground, was at Wembley for a couple of years and the old White Hart Lane. It's been a long time since we've kind of beat them away from home. But this is the first time we're going into it as a better team for a long, long time. Top of the league. We'll know what the situation's saying with City and United. Listen, either way, if City close the gap to 2 points, that should be enough motivation to kind of, get our heads down and get the result. If City lose the game to United or draw the game to United, that's even more motivation to stretch that gap even more. With United next as well, we've got a couple tough. I'm going to call Tottenham a tough game because away from home against Tottenham is a tough game for us. But we just need to do what we're doing. You lot have rattlers in your side, so I don't want us to kind of get into that battle where it plays into the Kane's hands, the Romero's hands. I just want us to focus, do our job, do what we've been doing all season. Play our football. We will create chances against that Tottenham defense without a shadow of a doubt. Eddie, it's a big one for him because he's hit the ground running, replacing Jesus. 4 goals in 4 games. Didn't score against Newcastle. Had 1 chance. Probably should have, but it was unlucky. It is what it is. He got 2 goals against Oxford. It's only Oxford, but going into that Tottenham game, he's going to have a couple chances to say the least, and he needs to bag. And I think that will really start changing the narrative with Eddie as well. I've been a doubter of Eddie, but 100% end of last season and his chance this season, he has done well. But these are the games now where I don't want to be missing Jesus. I don't want to be missing what Jesus brings. I want Eddie to bring what he's going to bring. And he's our number 2 striker, new contract, new number. I want to see it from Eddie. Saka came off injured against Oxford. He should be fine. It's a big game for Saka as well because he tends to always do well against Tottenham, more so at home. But it's been a massive season for Saka. It's been a massive season for Martinelli. It's been an even bigger season for Odegaard. Our front four, I'm confident in that front four. Defensively, it depends on how we handle Kane, and if Kulusevski does play, which I assume he will. I think this game is won defensively. Can we handle Tottenham's attack, and can Tottenham's defense handle our attack? And if that is the decisive factor, I think we'll get the job done. I think we'll get the win at Tottenham. I'm going to the game. Toby, you there?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to the game. Only my second away game this season. But I'm hoping I don't fucking leave that stadium the same way I felt last season. Because after last season's result, I was fucking gutted. The first one at the new White Hart Lane that fans could actually go to. It's time to change the narrative now. It's time to change the narrative. I said winter is coming at 2.5 years ago. It has been kind of delayed. But let's make sure it fucking comes this season. Let's make sure it comes this season. Because a win away against Tottenham, and I think a lot of people will be not necessarily asking me the question of will we win the league, are we in a title race? I think people will be very worried about Arsenal moving forward. It's not make or break this game. It's not now or never. It's one game, but it's the North London derby, and we just got to get the job done. I do think we'll win. Grizz, you was nodding there.
No, I'm enjoying. Hey, yo, man, I'm enjoying this shit, man. I'm pumped. I'm listening to you. It's got me hyped, man. I'm already there.
When you look at the midfield, we should definitely win the midfield battle. Partey, Xhaka, and Odegaard. We should win that battle.
I agree with everything that you said, pretty much, man. I just want to see what Toby's coming back with. Like, the way you built that game up. I see that, like what you said. I see it like that. I just want to see what Toby's got.
I've already said what I want to see. I don't know what you want me to say.
Say it again, innit?
I've said it already.
Respond to Turkish.
I don't need to respond to Turkish. I've told them already. Better sides, but like sides as good as this Arsenal side have come to our ground and they've lost. They've lost. Oh. So as good as they're playing, there's always an opportunity for a spanner in the works. And I bet you our squad would love nothing more than to derail Arsenal when it comes to motivation for the season. And
that's the motivation.
And then when you add the fact that we've got the all-time top scorer in North London derbies playing for us, we've got a world-class manager who hasn't coached to his best ability, but if anyone can do it, it's him.
Yeah, rise up.
Kulusevski's back fit. He didn't play at the game at the Emirates, and you've seen how important Kulusevski is. Our record with him when he's playing versus when he's not playing is scary. It's absolutely scary. So, boy, bring it on, man. Bring it on. To be honest, like I know Jesus is injured, but win or lose, I'm actually sort of happy that they've got like as close to a full squad as possible, because if we do beat them, I don't want there to be no excuse, because last year they told us, Rob Holding played. That's why we lost. The year before, the referee's against us. There's always something. So if Arsenal are as good as they say they are, top of the league, flying, best midfield, best defense, then come to our ground and beat us. Come to our ground and beat us. We've not banged against any of the top 6 sides. So if you're that good, if you are what you say you are, come to our ground and beat us.
Do you believe they are? Do you believe they are what they say they are?
I believe that they've been really good this season. Yeah, I believe that, but I think some of their fans, they go overboard.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Yeah, you're right. But I feel like your fans have a knack of doing it more than most.
You didn't just hear Saeed. I thought you was listening to Saeed a minute ago, but Saeed.
No, Saeed is Saeed. Come on, Saeed is
Saeed.
No,
but you fans are fans, isn't it? Like they No, but I think for me, there's a lot of maybe hope that Tottenham can do something. I think Arsenal playing a better team, better football. I think Conte has to rise now. Conte has to step up and deliver. You know what? He hasn't delivered for Tottenham this season, I don't think, for the majority. Now it's to find a game plan to nullify
Yes.
Nullify their midfield and battle and get that cojones.
Yes.
From the stadium. And the fans,
Yes.
all this, you know what I mean, nonsense and you know, shouting and that. Back your team at the stadium. Atmosphere. Make it what it's supposed to be. Like, I want to hear that.
What time's this game? What time's this kickoff?
4:30.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, two delightful days.
I want to see it, man. I want to see the energy from the crowd. It's got to be even if it's 1-0, even if you go down 1-0, if the crowd just go, oh man, it's same old, they've got to be in it, man, because one goal rattled them. And I think for me, as long as Spurs can stay in the game, I think they've got every chance. I know it's kind of easy to say that, but honestly, man, I think Conte has to deliver for me. I know the players are the players, but Conte deliver the tactics, make it spot on, pack the midfield out, because midfield would be the key. Xhaka, Partey, and Odegaard, if they get control of that midfield, could be a long night. You know when they say GRIZZ, long day? If they get control of that midfield, long day. That's all I'm saying. Because Odegaard will be running his strings around the Suman, whoever's in there, and he'll be doing what he does. He's a wizard, man.
We just got to be smart, man. And I think Conte needs to. You're right. He needs to rise it, man. And he can't just plug and play, right? You need to actually set these guys out with a plan on how to stop Arsenal. Like, unfortunately, we have to give them respect. So give them the respect and make a plan to stop them. Make a plan to stop them and don't make it so that we're only fixated on stopping Arsenal, right? We need to find a balance. When we saw the game at the Emirates, it was annoying because it was like, oh, we're here now. Let's try and hang on till half time. And it sort of worked in the first half, but then second half, Arsenal came with a second win, and bro, we couldn't really get near them, man. I want to see us actually jugging. Like, yes, you can limit the opposition, but we have players that can also hurt Arsenal as well. I want to see us jug, man. So, yeah, let's see what Sunday brings.
Hugh, obviously, you want Spurs to get the result, Hugh, but I'm biased. How do you think it's going to go?
I mean, as Saeed said in the Manchester Derby segment, form does sort of go out the window, so I can't really see much more than an Arsenal win. I'm just in the same wave as Saeed. I just have to hope that Conte gets it right. He needs to show that he's got the bottle for these big games, that he can take this job seriously, he can do the right things. I don't know. I'm just praying that Tottenham can get their shit together, I suppose, with this one. It's so hard to predict. The North London derby is always so hard to predict because anything can happen. It's probably the one derby in the league where absolutely anything can happen, regardless.
See, I disagree. I think it's very easy to predict normally. Home team wins.
Home team
wins, man. That's what I'm saying. So, but if home team wins in this situation, oh shit. Because Spurs are not looking great. Arsenal are looking great. And Turkish is right. If Arsenal get this win over the line, speak soon.
Uncomfortable conversations.
Speak soon.
That's why Tottenham must rise up, man, to give everyone else a chance, you know.
Well, you're not with me, Saeed. I was backing you a minute ago. What are you saying?
Well, I beg to
Saeed, you know, Saeed thinks he's slick because you know what Saeed's thinking. Saeed's thinking, oh, if Spurs can do us a favor this weekend, we beat Man City, we play Arsenal next week. If we beat Arsenal next week, him and you, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
You see the experiment. You see what we're trying.
Experiment. Test. I'm only testing the waters, one game at a time. Experiment.
This is the experiment. Now you've actually come to the lecture and you sat down and you're listening to the lecture talk about what's going on. Now you see it's all harder. Yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
You know what it is with Arsenal? We've been talking recently about whether we think they're serious title contenders. I think this weekend is the beginning of the separation point between whether they are real title contenders or whether they're not. You've got, what is it, us coming up soon, you've got United soon, and you've got Tottenham this weekend. If you can come out the far side of those fixtures still top of the league, you are favourites for this title and you should go on to win it. This is when you talk about tests all season. This is the final examination. Get through this.
No. I want to say final examination.
No,
this
final
one-
examination for are they favourites for this title? And for me, it's a yes.
I'll tell you what this is. This is like the final revision. Then you go into the final examination is that final 10 games. Because that's yeah. So this is the final chance to get your revision right. Do your research, do your revision, everything. Put your case study forward.
Regarding the title race, you know, Matisse, you know what I said. February we talk precisely. February 16th. Ask me again. February 16th.
Why 16th?
Is that Valentine's Day? What's going on?
Is that where you're from? Valentine's Day, yes.
I don't know. What's 16th? What's going on?
This guy's been taking the women out on the wrong date every year. It's all mad.
Sorry, babes. I thought it's 16th.
She's been sitting there with her arms folded for 2 days thinking, yo, when is it?
I got baited. I thought it was 16. What's going on?
Turning up 16th. Bag of roses.
Oh, God.
Your toes, no chest for skull thuggery, nah?
You did have chest, though.
Fuck that guy, man.
Oh.
Say no more.
He knows what it is.
Say no more. But to be honest, Saeed did give him. Well, actually, Saeed, man, fuck it. We ride together, we die together. That's Monday. We'll see what happens. London is red. It's time to put those non-trophy winning, loud mouth, irrelevant club back to where they belong. It's time to, you know, just finish them off. Finish them off.
If you and my brother, if
you don't win, you and my brother, you're pissed. If you don't win,
Conte was the last roll of the dice for this club, and that's it. Someone's coming to take the dice, and they're gonna throw it over into the river, and there's no more dice to play.
Listen, they're saying to you, no, Turkish. They're saying no, but you know what? Let Turkish do what he's got to do, man. Let him see what he's got to say, man.
I told you, Saeed, bad boys for life. We ride together, we die together. Trust me, my bro. I told you, I'm with you. I'm with you. Fuck it. Squad me, G.
Oh shit! Spudney G is back. If London and Manchester is red on Monday,
even Liverpool,
Lord have mercy.
Might have to miss my flight home, you know.
My skull. Allow me though if shit goes wrong.
Yeah, so do what you want to do, man.
Fuck it. Ammunition in the bank. Monday show is due to be a mad one.
Shit.
TOBS has talked. Saeed's talked. Hugh's talked. Matisse has barely talked. GRIZZ is silent.
You know what's crazy? There's actually a mad cycle of emotions. You've got me at the highest of emotion because that's just me. Then you've got GRIZZ, who is this, I don't know what he's trying to do.
I'm a football man.
It's going around and you've got the bottom of the barrel in Matisse, who's just down and out. And you've got me and Turkish just on cloud 9. It's mad, isn't it? That's life. Football.
You're on like cloud 7.
Why are you on cloud 9, man?
You're close.
Not a single trophy has been bagged.
You up there?
Not a single trophy has been bagged, and man is on cloud 9. Can you imagine when they win a trophy? You'll be on cloud 15.
On the way, man. We're going there. March. Carabao Cup's on the way, man. Don't worry about that. The first trophy's coming, man.
Fuck yeah. Oh, Matisse, we win a trophy. I'm in heaven, mate. Forget cloud 9 and cloud 8 and cloud 7. I'm back at the top again. But all right, cool. Home team, Spurs, TOBS, prediction.
2-1 Spurs.
I'm gonna give you a chance to change that.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Turkish is
We lose the game again. If we win, I'm up.
My man, Matisse.
1-1.
1-1. 2-1 Arsenal. You.
2-2.
2-2. Saeed.
Yeah, exactly that. I'm going to say the same as well. 2-2. It's going to be a box office derby.
Cheeky Desmond.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's 3 draws already. 1 Tottenham win, 1 Arsenal win. GRIZZ, how you rounding it off?
Oh, you got me so hyped, man. It's been a long time since you got me hyped.
The bottom of this prediction as well. Just wanted to remind you that.
1-1.
I just want to remind you about that. Right, everyone apart from me and TOBS has gone for a draw then. Yeah. couple 2-2s, couple 1-1s, a 2-1 win for Tottenham from TOBS, a 2-1 win from Arsenal for me. I did forget about the super chats, but let me just go back into it. Ibby says Arsenal just made their third bid for Mudryk. They saw Felix get red carded and knew that Todd was thinking about bidding. And I just see Mudryk posted during the Big Six, you know the praying emoji. So I don't know if that's linked to the new bid that we made, because apparently the new bid is 7.
Can we just talk about this transfer as being one of the most embarrassing transfers ever? Like, the way he's kind of like, you know what I mean, begging and just, bro, like, just let it just develop, innit? What's this all this watching it? That's fine, a bit cringe. That's just my opinion, but
you'd love it if a player was doing that for United, though.
Listen, I don't know, man.
Definitely would.
No,
you definitely would.
I'm sure you would have liked Frankie de Jong to post a couple things on Insta in the summer.
100%, bro.
Post nothing.
100%. Saeed is lying.
He's lying.
I'm lying. What you up to?
Okay.
So Spurs don't have a museum, only a room collecting dust. Kane is the closest thing to a trophy for Spurs, and even that they won't be able to keep.
All right, brother.
Mr. BP says, panel, are we going to admit that Turkish was right about Conte and Arteta if we win the league and Conte leaves Spurs at the end of the season? Say no more. Silence is golden sometimes. Third bid been accepted, apparently. Let's hope so. Let's just put an end to that saga. To be honest with you, it's late now for this game, but we got Man United next week and then Man City after that. So let's just get the deal over the line. Only player from Spurs that would get into our team is Kane. Fact, 3-1 Arsenal from Dial Square. Big up my guy. AB says, wow, Arsenal fans really confident about getting 3 points at N17. All right, good luck, boys. Hopefully this is your year. Hashtag don't go anywhere. There's nowhere I can go. I have to host this fucking show. But yeah, I've seen a lot darker days over the last 2 years. As Saeed said last show, you know where we've come from. You know where I've come from on this show. Darker places than Saeed.
Listen, I got a feeling me and Matisse might have to host on Monday, bro. This could be war.
We want to upbeat Matisse, so we need to find out what kind of emotion he's on.
I don't know if I have the capacity.
So we don't have the capacity.
Yeah. Maybe you after you lose to Brighton, maybe you should do that one.
Yeah. Don't mention that.
We'll talk.
Saeed must be stopped, man. He must be
talk about your teams and shut the
Saeed must be stopped.
No,
it's finished, isn't it? Liverpool, you know, it's not finished, isn't it? Like,
yeah. I had 5 years.
Yeah.
Next,
and Chelsea finished. Yeah.
Football's a humble. I'm humble and back. We're rebuilding again. I'll talk when I need to talk. You understand? I'm here, right? I'll talk.
You should.
I'll talk when it's time to talk.
Ibby again says, I don't know if it's just me. I'm hearing all these words from TOBS. I don't hear that same confidence. I don't hear that bass. This weekend is going to be mad.
He's right. He's 1,000% right.
No, it's a shame. Spurs Marco says, another awesome show from the best group on YouTube. But please, lads, someone get Matisse some paracetamol. He's struggling bottom left.
Bro, we did the show straight after the game. That's our difficult situation.
It's nasty. It's
nasty, man. It's nasty. It's meant to be a 24-hour period. I get some sleep. I get some breakfast in there, some couple wonderful meals, and then I come to the show calm.
Protein.
You got me in there straight after the game, so don't expect my
emotions. It's happened to Saeed a few times. This happened to
me a couple of times, man. It's nasty. It's nasty.
That shit's bad, man. I can't lie to you. It's a slug, man. You know what I mean? It's worse than working sometimes at Asda. When I used to work at Asda, it's mad. You know what I mean?
It's nothing new.
Nah, people already need to put respect on Matisse's name. Man. Trust me.
Celt says Martin Odegaard is the player of the month of November, December. 4 games, 4 wins, 3 goals, 3 assists, 3 man of the match awards deserved. Norway is so proud of him. Yeah. Norwegians ain't doing too bad for themselves in the league this season. Smokey says if he's such a good player, why does he keep twerking? Just let the football do the talking. Imagine he does all of that and drops a stinker.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
What are you talking about? Mudryk,
innit? Yeah. Cheer up, son. Let him come, innit? He's already cussing him.
You know, people are, man. They don't want to see us win.
You know what I mean?
It is what it is. People, that's all the super chats. Last but not least, Brighton, Liverpool, GRIZZ. Much to say.
Last, innit? Not last, innit? Like, why you laughing? Well, look at my brother over there. Look at my brother over there.
What do you mean you're last?
Protecting GRIZZ, man. I'm just here to protect.
No, look at him. Look at him. He nearly fell off his chair laughing, innit? When it come to Liverpool. Why are you falling off your chair, big man?
Sorry. Yeah. It was something that
balance. Yeah, not much to say in it, bro. Like I'm not going. I had tickets, but I'm not feeling too good still. Not well enough to go. So
not feeling good enough.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good enough to go. And if I go, I'm gonna feel worse in it. So I done the sensible thing, and I'm gonna just rest at home, watch the Manchester derby, and then I'm gonna watch the game. I'm not feeling it. I'm really scared. People, I'm really scared. Like,
scared, yeah?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Why?
They got Moises Caicedo, McAllister, World Cup winner, Mitomo. They got this new beast up front. Who?
Mitoma.
Yeah, do some research on your own team. Why are you doing research on Brighton's team?
I'm just correcting you, innit?
Oh, man. And yes, they're a serious team, man. And this De Zerbi, he's taken over that mug who's gone to Chelsea and taken them onto another level. Like, he's got them scoring goals, playing ball. They're the Brazil of the league right now, man. Ain't looking too pretty for us. I'm not gonna lie. No Nunes, the only threat. I know you man love cussing him, but he was a threat, regardless of his end product every single time. Man was a threat. He's out, by the way. So no Bobby, no Jota, no Diaz, no Nunes. Only that fraud Salah. He has to rise, innit? He has to rise. Salah has to rise on his own. He's got, we got hella problems. No Virgil, you already know. So I'm not looking forward to it, I'm not going to lie. But the only two times where I thought we're not going to win was Man City and Spurs. And we ended up winning. So football's a humbler, man. Right now, I'm humbled, man. I'm just biding my time. I told you last week, I'm just going back in the woods. I ain't got no bark. No. You're not doing this to me. I'm going back in the mountains. And I'm going to come down when I'm ready. I'm not ready yet.
Well, you got Gakpo, man. Listen, let's not get the violins up too early. It's only 30th of January. Let's get, come on, man. This is mentality monsters. This is the standards, isn't it?
No, mentality monsters. I told you, the mentality monsters, mentality mice. This is mentality mice.
The mentality monsters gone. This is finished, yeah?
I told you, why are you making me repeat for the Liverpool beloved? Why are you making me repeat shit on my club?
All right, cool.
You're making me repeat shit on my club. You know what you're doing. So you already know I told them mentality monsters died. Remember I told you lot, that team's dead.
You'll never bring it back then. You just
this season's a write-off.
Saeed's actually a troll. He's such a troll.
Top four's a write-off as well.
No, top four's not a write-off, but it's not looking pretty. It's not a write-off.
But does Jude still come without Champions League football?
Oh, man.
No, Jude's done. It's done. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's done. It's finished.
His dad has Liverpool bed.
You woke up. You woke up.
No, I'm just saying. You said Jude is done. So I'm already.
That is what you said.
Jude is done. So we don't have to worry about that qualification.
You already know. I said until you sign on the dotted line, nothing is done. So you forgot that part.
Dude's done.
Anyway, I'm here. Cameras are here. Yeah, I'm here. The cameras are here. Everything is here, man. It's live and exclusive. You know what I mean? I ain't running nowhere. But yeah, it is what it is, man. We're top four's not over, but it's looking hella difficult. You already know that, man. I don't need to tell you now.
Spurs. How many points is behind?
We're 5 points behind Spurs, I think, Tobs.
Yeah, 7 behind us.
I don't look at tables, man. We don't look at tables, man.
5 behind Spurs, 7 behind United.
We got a game in hand over. We've got a game in hand over you. Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's one of those ones. Back in the day, game in the hand used to win. Yeah, we used to be confident of winning. At the moment, we're going to places like Nottingham Forest and losing at home to Leeds and Brentford away. It's like we want to talk, man. We want to talk. It's not nice right now watching Liverpool. I'm not enjoying it because we're not mentality monsters. Everything I used to love about our team, nasty, hard to beat, pressing, energy, and then just go for the kill at the end. Once the team tires, kill them. Teams are doing that to us. Teams are doing it to us. We're easy. We're light work right now. Light work. I'm dreading it. Brighton, you know.
Do you,
Brighton.
do you still think you're easier to play against than Chelsea?
I don't know what you guys think. I don't think there's much in it. Okay, maybe Chelsea. Maybe.
We are different. We are different. Please.
No.
We are built different, please.
Yeah, you're built different. No, you're built different, 100%. But not much to choose between. I don't know what you guys think, man. Like,
no, I think Chelsea are in a league, in a dead league of their own.
you reckon? We're dead, you know, Turkish. We're dead.
Now, you might not, I'm not saying you're not dead, but if there's a table of dead leagues, they'd be in League 2, and you lot would be League 1 right now.
Your injuries, the thing is,
but Chelsea got injuries as well, innit? So that's what I'm saying.
No, Toby doesn't care. He only mentions your injuries. He won't mention mine. Only
I did mention your injuries. What are you talking about?
The agenda must continue.
You just made that up. I do worry for Liverpool with the injuries though, because Diaz is already injured. Jota's still injured. Nunes is now injured. Firmino is going to be back. He's injured right now. So then even when Firmino does come back, it's Firmino, Salah, and Gakpo, and then backups of what? Carvalho, Elliott. Or Oxlade-Chamberlain. Yeah, it's looking kind of peak.
Big man. Look, how many times do we say take out Son or take out Kane from Spurs? Now multiply that by 4. Take out 4 of your strikers. What you got left?
Yeah, you got a point.
To be fair, we've had injuries as well, so boy.
Well, all your strike force clean now.
Kulusevski been injured for the past couple of weeks. Moura's been injured as well. We've only had Kane. We're having to.
I like how you sneaked in Moura as a footballer.
Exactly. Don't do that.
No, he's a scrub. Don't get twisted. He's a scrub, but he's an option.
As a footballer, you know.
He's a scrub, but he's an option that we haven't.
Nah, I hear you.
I'm gonna buy a violin soon because
I know
when Arsenal have injuries, no one wants to talk about injuries. All of a sudden, everyone.
I'm notes, me. So when we, something goes on, I'm doing this as well.
I'm actually gonna buy a violin and I'm gonna pull it out one day, and you're gonna see me just playing.
You'll do nothing, man. You'll just chill. You'll just sit there, smoke your vape, man. Allow it, man.
Yeah. One day for you especially.
Allow it, man.
Monday. Let me see if Amazon Prime deliver 24 hours. Let me see if Amazon Prime deliver.
This guy,
you lot continue.
I don't know what to think. He's got it's a lot of injuries there. I give it him, but at the same time,
give it him.
Yeah, man. It's like Salah has to step up. Salah has to rise. He must rise. He must rise.
I'm not gonna argue with you, man. He has to, but it's hard, man. It's hard when the whole team's playing like pop.
Football's a humbler.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my prediction, dog. I don't think have I ever predicted a Liverpool loss, people?
No, you can't do that. This is not GRIZZ.
No, but have I?
I don't know.
No. Turkish, have I predicted a Liverpool loss? No, even Man City, I said no, we're gonna do them. Even though they were massive.
You always say that you do it, so I don't think you have.
No, I don't think I have, is it?
Actually, wait, remember that run you had?
Oh yeah, that yeah.
But even then, I can't remember a loss. Maybe I have to check that.
Yeah. Nah, I'm still not gonna. Because this is worse. This is worse than anything that I've gone through. But I'm still not gonna say a loss. I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2. Is £65 expensive for a violin? Because I don't know how much I should spend on
Oh
this.
shit.
Yeah.
Get one of my electric ones, man.
Pretend I'm playing, innit? Yeah, that might be the right one still. Let me park this off. I'll come back to that. Prime's they're ready for me. 2-2, Tobs.
Trossard's not probably going to play. You know what? I'm going for Brighton win, man. 2-1 Brighton. That Liverpool midfield is gash.
Is Thiago a flop then, or?
Oh, come on.
I don't know. I don't know whether it's the right time.
Nah, Turkish is nasty, you know. He's a nasty guy.
What do you mean? Cool.
He does do a lot of this, so you got to give him that consideration.
Yeah, I said some things and people laughed and abused me for it, but hey, no one's tagging me now on Twitter, are they? Matisse. Matisse, I need you to just, before this stream ends, just
shake it off.
And you called me nasty. Did you hear that laugh?
This brother is being evil. He always laughs like that. I'm gonna give it 2-1 Brighton.
Yeah, you know, Bull, man.
I've been watching Liverpool as well, man. It's bad.
You've been watching every team.
Yeah, man. I've been watching everyone, man. I'm a football man.
You know, Bull.
Long day.
I told you lot long season, man. We don't listen, man.
2-1 Brighton.
You wasn't talking about your team when you said that.
I was talking about yours, though.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
You forgot about your team, though.
I know. We already know, innit? We already know, though.
Go on, Hugh. I've gone 2-1.
To who?
2-1 Liverpool.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
2-1 Liverpool.
I'm just trying to make up points while you're all predicting mad scores, to be honest.
But what do you believe, though?
I don't even know. I'm just it's a madness over at your club right now. I'm just 2-1 Liverpool. Keep it moving.
Saeed.
3-1 Brighton.
3-1. I was thinking about that, but Saeed's done it. Cool. 3-1. So that's all the predictions in. All right, cool. We're more or less done, people. 8.3K in the building. Before you do hit that X and lock off the YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, people. Make sure you subscribe to Hugh on the road to 5K. Saeed, as usual. GRIZZ, as usual. TOBS, as usual. Matisse. Make sure you subscribe, people. Quality content from all of us. So make sure you support the man then. THUGGERY as well. Can't forget about him. Official channel. Can't forget about that. And obviously Manscaped TB620 for 20% off. But you know what? People have been saying it's been a while since I put the prediction table here, and it has been. I tend to forget. If you follow the socials, you will see it there. But let me put up the table and how it's looking at this moment in time. There we have it.
Fam, I can't be bothered anymore.
So on that note, for the people listening on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you're listening to your podcast, Saeed is top, 13 correct scores, 77 points. Matisse is in second, 12 correct scores, 73 points. Hugh is in third, 10 correct scores, 71 points. I'm now in fourth, 7 correct scores, 68 points. TOBS is fifth, 9 correct scores, 67 points. And
Listen, man. Stop doing that.
And GRIZZ finds himself bottom with 7 correct scores and 66 points. That's the prediction table. Predictions are here, uploaded tomorrow at some point on the Instagram. So make sure you guys are following us on Instagram, on Twitter, and on TikTok at The Big Six Show. A lot more to come from us on those social media platforms as well, people. So make sure you show some love, not only to this channel, not only to their channel, not only to Skull and the Big Six channel, but make sure you show some love to the socials as well. Listen, people, we're going to call it a day. Before we do, big up Manscaped as usual, people. You know what it is already. TB620, 20% off. Let's go.
This show is brought to you by Manscaped. And yes, Manscaped are the best in the business. They are the best in below the waist grooming. It ain't easy out here, I can't lie to you. So what Manscaped have done, they've introduced the new Lawnmower 4.0. To get 20% off, all you have to do is use the code TB620 at manscaped.com. And listen, come support the Big Six family. What are you doing?